Hey, what you said the name was?
The views expressed on Talk Real Solutions, hosted by Tyrone Thompson at talkrealsolutions.com, are the views of Tyrone Thompson and do not reflect the views of talkrealsolutions.com, YouTube, or etc. The content here belongs to Talk Real Solutions and its many contributors. Views and opinions expressed by all contributors belong to them and not talkrealsolutions.com or Tyrone Thompson, the host, or etc. All data and information provided on the site is for informational purposes only. Talk Real Solutions makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, correctness, suitability, or validity of any information on this site and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its display or use. All information is provided on an as-is basis.
Yes, that's what it is. Hey, we just got the disclaimer in, you guys, and I'm here. Hey, to everybody, if you don't know, hey, man, it's me. I'm here, and what I want to do right now is thank Tyrone for everything that he's been doing for freaking years, bothering this dude. I know I bother him a lot. I'm not gonna speak for anybody. I know I bother him a lot and this and that. Hey, you guys, I want to thank Tyrone for continuing to do what he does, allowing people like me and others just to get out what do you want to get out. Now, Tyrone on YouTube, you have the wrong date. It's December 6th, but that's okay. That's okay. And for those of you that are around right now, man, I'm not going to talk a lot. So I've had a whole lot of requests for doing the Nat Love deal. So I'm gonna get into that real quick. Tyrone, if you got anything you want to say, do you want to say anything? I don't even know if you're on the line.
Look, nigga.
Maybe he's not on the line.
Look, nigga.
So what I'm gonna do, I don't have like this crucial, great monologue like Tyrone.
You can't hear
I
me?
don't have all the great words like that. Us LA boys are more about action than words. So I'm gonna get into um, Tyrone named the show Run Brother I Hope. He changed it now, but you know, we're gonna go into his Nat Love short it's gonna be a short story and the people wanted this. So I'm gonna give it to the people.
Okay,
And
Howard, can you hear me?
who to go? I'm just checking
Test.
right now. Everything is okay.
No, it's not.
Should I go into Q&A? Let me go into Q&A.
Q&A.
The only reason I'm doing that is so
Howard, can you hear me?
and then interrupts what's going on. If you have any questions, you want me to stop at a certain point.
This service is provided in high definition by freeconferencecallhd.com. There is one other participant in the conference. Q&A session has started. The recording has started.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was having some problem with my audio, but you good now. That's how I was just checking. All right.
Okay, we good to go?
Yeah, you good.
Muted.
So y'all, that was the guy let Coons off. I ain't going there. We're going into that love, you guys, and let me get a little preface here. I get some of these stories uh, off of YouTube, and you're gonna hear a father and son kind of talking and narrating, and you're gonna get his story in between that, and so they have their own opinions and everything too about what's going on, but they get their information from a book that Nat Love actually wrote. So your opinions and my opinions may be different from their opinions, but they're getting the information straight from Nat Love. So let's go. Let's get it.
My father was a rock star,
It was like Beatlemania.
but not here in America.
Dean Reed criticized the American government from behind the Iron Curtain. He had lots of enemies. He wanted to come back home, and then the unthinkable happened.
Dealer Reed, mis pensamientos con ustedes. And don't forget, I'll also be answering your questions personalmente on episodes
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Gucci.
excuse me.
Así que acompáñame every Monday and Wednesday.
Harvested from the land. He told us real American stories. When I was a kid, when I was about 9, my family and I left my boyhood home in
You guys gotta excuse me because the way it gets downloaded, it has commercials. I don't know where the commercials will be. I don't know any of that. Tyrone downloads it. I don't. So I'm listening for the first time, just like anyone else. And so the commercials may come up. And yeah, so I want to apologize for that. I'll try to fast forward as much as I can from that, but we're going to get into Nat Love, the real Nat Love.
Hey, Pop, do you remember when we drove cross country?
Yeah, you rode with me in the truck. It was a beautiful ride. We went from here to Nashville, then to Columbia, Missouri, then over to Kansas. And I remember when we saw the Rockies for the first time. When you first see them on the horizon, and you're still 2 states away. And you start to see the tip of the Rockies. And then the closer you get, the bigger it gets. God damn, are these things ever going to stop growing?
When I was about 9, my family and I left my boyhood home in Atlanta and we moved west. It was the first time I really saw America.
The thing about America is that it's not a country anybody can give you. If you're born in America, you are an American.
That's my pops. And yeah, America means something to him. When I was a kid, he took time to make sure it meant something to me, too. Most nights when I was young, he'd tell us stories. Tales of open skies and hard labor. Opportunities harvested from the land. He told us real American stories. Stories of black cowboys. Did you know that 1 in 4 cowboys were black? It's true, even though you rarely ever see it on TV or in the movies. When I was a kid, movies about black people in the past were always stories about slavery. You knew there'd be a scene where a black man or black woman was whipped. It's difficult to grow up in America knowing that your people were slaves, or rather, they were enslaved, born with the same rights to life as livestock, property. It fucks with you, like real hard, especially when you're young and you're just building a sense of yourself. My father wanted to protect his black son, protect me from such a devastating blow to my confidence and esteem. So he told me stories about free black cowboys, like Nat Love.
When I first read Nat Love's story, it sounded like all the men in my family. The stories that we had in our family were never stories of being victims, but they were stories of being successful, free people trying to live their lives against whatever odds they were. That's the lesson that my family passed to me, and that's the lesson I passed to you. And that's the way he told his story. He told his story as a free man going through the world.
Nat Love's story captivated me as a kid. We know all the details because my pop got me a book, a tattered old thing, called The Life and Adventures of Nat Love. Nat Love wrote it himself. He dedicates the book to, quote, that noble but ever-decreasing band of men under whose blue and buckskin shirts there lives a soul as great and beats a heart as true as ever human breast contained. To the cowboys, rangers, scouts, hunters, and trappers, and cattlemen of the great western plains. Nat Love's life story isn't just a cowboy story, packed with gunfights, saloon fights, cattle rustlers, and showgirls, although his life story has plenty of that. His life is also the story of an enslaved man who found freedom in the open and wild frontier of the West. A black man who called the four winds his walls and the saddle his home. A man who roamed America, just like they did in the Westerns. He did it for real. He was one of many black men who did it. This is his story. It's their story. It's an American story.
Yeah, this a home. It's been a long road for us. We taking ownership over everything else to us. Royalty, we surrounded by our heritage. Our fist up, cause we proud to be American.
I'm Zarin Burnett. Welcome to Black Cowboys, an iHeart original podcast.
Hey, ask yourself what's really in the name. Sitting on a Mustang riding through the plains. Buffalo Soldier, the king of the range. We in love with the cowboy way.
Chapter 1, Nat Love, the toughest black cowboy. No one knows exactly what day Nat Love was born. As Love puts it in his autobiography, quote, "No count was kept of such trivial matters as the birth of a slave baby." That's how it goes when you're born as someone's property. We do know Nat Love was born in a log cabin in Tennessee in 1854. I asked my pop to read Nat's voice. That's how I first heard it when I was a boy.
My earliest recollections are of pushing a chair in front of me and toddling from one to the other of my master's family to get a mouthful to eat like a pet dog.
Nat Love was almost 7 when the Civil War started. His master left the plantation to fight for the Confederacy, and he took Nat Love's father with him to labor for the Confederate Army. But even with that extra advantage of slave labor, it wasn't enough for the South to win. After General Lee surrendered, Nat Love's master and his father returned to the plantation. The war was over. The enslaved were now free. But often, the only thing the newly freed now owned were their bodies.
Like, we had property we owned in North Carolina in 1866. So it wasn't like we weren't looking for anything. So at the end of the Civil War, when everybody else had to run to do what they could do, we had land that we already owned that nobody could put us off of. So we were free people even in the midst of all that. Then as the Reconstruction period went through, Grandpa Edmund went and found everybody, all the siblings who had been sold. He brought all of them back to the property, 500 acres of land, and then we built a homestead so everybody had a place to live. We had a feeling that we were controlling our own destiny as long as we were on our own property.
Nat Love's family rented a cabin and some acreage of farmland from their former master. They planted corn and tobacco. When they were done working in the fields, they constructed straw mats and brooms. On Sunday, their one day off, they sold their wares in the town market. Their fate was finally being shaped by their own hands, motivated by their own choices, directed by their will. This was the start of their American story. And Nat Love caught a feeling. He fell in love with the confidence that comes from self-reliance. He was smitten with independence.
The fact that I was now free gave me the newborn courage to face the world and what the future might hold.
But before Nat could step into his own freedom, his father fell sick and died soon after. His father had only ever felt freedom for one whole year of his life. The family was thrown into chaos. Nat Love became the man of the house at the age of 12. Nat Love's neighbor, Mr. Williams, had a horse ranch. He also had 2 sons, roughly Nat Love's age. On Sundays, when Mr. Williams was away from the ranch, Nat Love would sneak out there. He and the Williams boys would get up to serious mischief, and Nat soon found a way to turn that mischief into money. The deal was, for 10 cents per colt, Nat Love would break any wild horse picked out by the Williams boys.
The colt would run, jump, kick, and pitch around the barnyard in his efforts to throw me off, but he might as well have tried to jump out of his skin because I held on to his mane and stuck to him like a leech. The colt would.
Unmuted.
Howard, if you talking, nobody can't hear you, man.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute. I was saying, can you hear it on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Trying to see.
I
You
can
hear it on YouTube?
I can check. Hold on, let me make sure.
Trying to see.
Yeah.
I can hear it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on there.
Do you hear it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you talk about?
Oh, you can't hear no audio?
Can you hear me deep now?
God damn it, what the hell going on? Hold on for a second.
Type something in the chat, bro.
Unmuted.
Okay,
Can
so
you hear or can't you? Type something.
okay, play hit play one time so I got the YouTube up. Okay,
He said
hit
he
play
mute
one time.
that.
I got the YouTube up.
You want me to press play on what? The broadcast?
Astrology. And lately, I've been wondering if the universe has been trying to tell me to stop crying.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Okay. So, what's up? Okay, hit play one time. So I got the YouTube up. Hit play again. Okay.
True, Father. And my whole view on astrology? It changed. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, I think
What?
Okay.
changed.
Hold on.
Whether you're a skeptic or a believer.
All right, yeah, it's my bad, man. That's what I said was having audio problems. I mean, now the audio is working just fine, and I apologize, Howard. I don't know what the hell just happened. Appreciate it, Deep, for letting us know that we was looking like buttholes up here. So everything working fine.
Oh, so all that shit I done played, all that
We
time
don't have to get
didn't
no
get
long
heard?
discussion about how disappointed you are, so let's continue on, okay? Goddamn.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Wow. I would think that's sabotage.
Well, we don't even need to go into all of that, yeah, whatever.
So should I start from the beginning?
Sir, that is totally up to you. Yeah, you probably should start from the beginning because
Start from the beginning? Are you serious?
Okay, Howard, either way, honestly, I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Well, we'll start back from the beginning because Tyrone.
This is what I'm talking about right here.
Country dumbass.
Oh Lord. Well, I'm hanging up, nigga.
No, don't hang up.
Muted.
Make sure everything right. Deep, can you hear us? Deep, can you hear you? Deep, can you hear us? That's why people been coming on and hanging up because there wasn't no audio. Boy, you done sabotaged me. You ain't shit. Deep. Oh, stop being extra, Howard. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Deep. Now I'll continue.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
Not on a commercial, though. Not on a damn
Pop,
commercial.
do you remember when we drove cross country?
Yeah, you rode with me in the truck. It was a beautiful ride. We went from here to Nashville, then to Columbia, Missouri, then over to Kansas. And I remember when we saw the Rockies for the first time. When you first see them on the horizon, and you're still 2 states away. And you start to see the tip of the Rockies. And then the closer you get, the bigger they get. And God damn, are these things ever going to stop growing?
When I was about 9, my family and I left my boyhood home in Atlanta, and we moved west. It was the first time I really saw America.
The thing about America is that it's not a country anybody can give you. If you're born in America, you are an American.
That's my pops. And yeah, America means something to him. When I was a kid, he took time to make sure it meant something to me, too. Most nights when I was young, he'd tell us stories. Tales of open skies and hard labor. Opportunities harvested from the land. He told us real American stories. Stories of black cowboys. Did you know that 1 in 4 cowboys were black? It's true, even though you rarely ever see it on TV or in the movies. When I was a kid, movies about black people in the past were always stories about slavery. You knew there'd be a scene where a black man or black woman was whipped. It's difficult to grow up in America knowing that your people were slaves, or rather, they were enslaved, born with the same rights to life as livestock, property. It fucks with you, like real hard, especially when you're young and you're just building a sense of yourself. My father wanted to protect his black son, protect me from such a devastating blow to my confidence and esteem. So he told me stories about free black cowboys, like Nat Love.
When I first read Nat Love's story, it sounded like all the men in my family. The stories that we had in our family were never stories of being victims, but they were stories of being successful, free people trying to live their lives against whatever odds they were. That's the lesson that my family passed to me, and that's the lesson I passed to you. And that's the way he told his stories. He told his story as a free man going through the world.
Nat Love's story captivated me as a kid. We know all the details because my pop got me a book, a tattered old thing called The Life and Adventures of Nat Love. Nat Love wrote it himself. He dedicates the book to, quote, that noble but ever-decreasing band of men under whose blue and buckskin shirts there lives a soul as great and beats a heart as true as ever human breast contained. To the cowboys, rangers, scouts, hunters and trappers, and cattlemen of the great Western Plains. Nat Love's life story isn't just a cowboy story packed with gunfights, saloon fights, cattle rustlers, and showgirls, although his life story has plenty of that. His life is also the story of an enslaved man who found freedom in the open and wild frontier of the West. A black man who called the four winds his walls and the saddle his home. A man who roamed America just like they did in the Westerns. He did it for real. He was one of many black men who did. This is his story. It's their story. It's an American story.
Yeah, this a home, it's been a long road for us. We taking ownership over everything owed to us. Royalty, we surrounded by our heritage. Our fist up, cause we proud to be American.
I'm Zarin Burnett. Welcome to Black Cowboys, an iHeart original podcast.
Hey, ask yourself what's really in the name. Sitting on a Mustang, riding through the plains. Buffalo Soldier, the king of the range. We in love with the cowboy way.
Chapter 1, Nat Love, the toughest black cowboy. No one knows exactly what day Nat Love was born. As Love puts it in his autobiography, quote, "No count was kept of such trivial matters as the birth of a slave baby." That's how it goes when you're born as someone's property. We do know Nat Love was born in a log cabin in Tennessee in 1854. I asked my pop to read Nat's voice. That's how I first heard it when I was a boy.
My earliest recollections are of pushing a chair in front of me and toddling from one to the other of my master's family to get a mouthful to eat like a pet dog.
Nat Love was almost 7 when the Civil War started. His master left the plantation to fight for the Confederacy, and he took Nat Love's father with him to labor for the Confederate Army. But even with that extra advantage of slave labor, it wasn't enough for the South to win. After General Lee surrendered, Nat Love's master and his father returned to the plantation. The war was over. The enslaved were now free. But often, the only thing the newly freed now owned were their bodies.
Like, we had property we owned in North Carolina in 1866. So it wasn't like we weren't looking for anything. So at the end of the Civil War, when everybody else had to run and do what they could do, we had land that we already owned that nobody could put us off of. So we were free people even in the midst of all that. Then as the Reconstruction period went through, Grandpa Edmund went and found everybody, all of his siblings who had been sold. He brought all of them back to the property, 500 acres of land, and then we built a homestead so everybody had a place to live. We had a feeling that we were controlling our own destiny as long as we were on our own property.
Nat Love's family rented a cabin and some acreage of farmland from their former master. They planted corn and tobacco. When they were done working in the fields, they constructed straw mats and brooms. On Sunday, their one day off, they sold their wares in the town market. Their fate was finally being shaped by their own hands, motivated by their own choices, directed by their will. This was the start of their American story. And Nat Love caught a feeling. He fell in love with the confidence that comes from self-reliance. He was smitten with independence.
The fact that I was now free gave me the newborn courage to face the world and what the future might hold.
But before Nat could step into his own freedom, his father fell sick and died soon after. His father had only ever felt freedom for one whole year of his life. The family was thrown into chaos. Nat Love became the man of the house at the age of 12. Nat Love's neighbor, Mr. Williams, had a horse ranch. He also had 2 sons, roughly Nat Love's age. On Sundays, when Mr. Williams was away from the ranch, Nat Love would sneak out there. He and the Williams boys would get up to serious mischief, and Nat soon found a way to turn that mischief into money. The deal was, for 10 cents per colt, Nat Love would break any wild horse picked out by the Williams boys.
The colt would run, jump, kick, and pitch around the barnyard in his efforts to throw me off, but he might as well have tried to jump out of his skin because I held on to his mane and stuck to him like a leech. The colt would usually keep us bucking until he could buck no more, and then I would get my 10 cents.
Nat Love took to horses instantly. He seemed to understand them, anticipate them. He broke a dozen wild horses for the Williams boys, earning a dime each time. That's $1.20 in 1865 money. One day, the Williams boys brought an ill-tempered stallion for Nat Love to break, an enormous beast the boys had named Black Highwayman.
The door was opened and the pole removed. And out of the barn we shot like a black cloud. Around the yard we flew, then over the garden fence.
The unbroken stallion freed himself from the horse ranch and tore away at full gallop. Nat Love hung on, hoped his luck outlasted the horse's anger. There was no saddle, no bridle and rein. Nat Love just gripped the horse by its mane.
Over the fields we went, the horse clearing the highest fences and other obstacles in his way with the greatest ease.
The huge black stallion with the slender black boy clinging to its back caught the attention of hound dogs, and the pack of dogs charged after them.
After running about 2 miles, we cleared a fence into a pasture where there was a large number of other horses and young colts, who promptly stampeded as we joined them. Highwayman taking the lead with me on his back, and all the dogs of the country strung out in the rear. We went over everything, through everything, until finally the killing pace told and Black Highwayman fell, a thoroughly exhausted and completely conquered and well-broken horse.
Nat Love had survived. More than survived, he found a talent he knew was valuable. It was also the moment when Nat Love started to imagine his own freedom.
It was about this time that I commenced thinking about going west.
I'm Mangesh Achikadar, and to be honest, I don't believe in astrology. But from the moment I was born, it's been a part of my life.
In India, it's like smoking in America. He wanted to come back home, and then...
Day of February in 1869, Nat Love walked.
Listen to Red Elvis, a Curiosity Audio Network podcast, starting December 7th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.
Danielle Miller is a millennial con artist.
I'm a social media influencer.
Busted while recovering from Brazilian
love. Who wanted to stay on the farms. They stayed in North Carolina. Then there were others who did not want to stay on the farm, who had no interest in being anywhere near where slavery was. Then they headed out for Kansas and Oklahoma because they were all good horse people. So they went out there and they became cowboys.
Again, you guys, this is the story of Nat Love. Story of Nat Love.
On the 10th day of February in 1869, Nat Love walked his way out of the old Confederacy. He put his back to the plantation he was born on and walked away from the land his family had rented from his former master. His brother-in-law had come to take his place. He was free now. His plan was simple. He'd walk to the edge of America. He wanted to go where his talents with horses were most valuable. He dreamed of Dodge City. But he didn't have a horse to call his own, so he walked. In 1869, America was stitching itself together. The country, nearly torn asunder, limb from limb by years of war and centuries.
I want to pause it right there for a second. He didn't have a horse. He didn't have anything. He wanted to go to the West. And they're getting this information out of his own autobiography. He walked. Like, he walked? For real, for real? Wow. Wow, interesting.
Centuries of slavery was now warily setting itself aright. The young nation was imagining a new way forward, a bigger vision for America, but one shadowed by the uncertainty of a lasting peace. The nation set to building the foundation upon which the subsequent centuries would be constructed. Nat Love walked on. That same year in New York, the investment firm that would become Goldman Sachs struck their first deals. In May, out west, Leland Stanford's long-dreamed-of transcontinental railroad finally connected, celebrated by driving a golden spike just outside Promontory, Utah. Nat Love walked on. That month in Cincinnati, the Red Stockings would field a fully professional baseball team, the first in the country. In December of that same year, Jesse James bust into a bank in Gatlin, Missouri. and robs it, the first one of his long career. The young and bruised country was taking adolescent shape. Nat Love walked on. Black Americans, newly freed, longed for a place to call their own, to build a community. Out west, in that wide open sea of grass, countless black towns were being formed, a fresh start and safe community. There was Nicodemus, Kansas, billed as, quote, an asylum for the freed men of the South. It was named after an enslaved man, an African prince who'd purchased his own freedom. Nat Love was 15 years old. 1,000 miles later, Nat Love finally walked his happy ass into Dodge City. It was a poppin' frontier boomtown, a bustling, dusty city, its muddy, rutted streets lined with saloons, dance halls, gambling houses, and as Nat Love notes, not much else, except cowboys, Western cowboys. And here was this black cowboy from Tennessee. The Southern boy discovered that the Western cowboys were a wild bunch and often unfriendly to strangers. Nat Love bided his time. He read the scene. He laid back. One day, he saw a bunch of cowboys eating breakfast. A few of them black. This wasn't strange, though, since, as you recall, 1 in 4 cowboys were black. So a boomtown like Dodge City was home to many. They invited Nat to eat with them. He asked the trail boss for a job. Any job offer depended on one question. Could Nat Love ride a wild horse?
Yes, sir.
He knew he could ride any wild horse calm. The trail boss called over to a black cowboy and told him to saddle a horse called Good Eye. He'd be the test for the wannabe cowboy. Good Eye was an ornery horse, a real son of a bitch. The trail boss and the other cowboys sat back, ready to be amused by the tough-talking tenderfoot. But what the cowboys didn't know was that Nat Love was no stranger to an ornery horse. Good Eye bucked like a piston. He lifted Nat Love up off the back of that buck-end bronco. Then it curved its body and twisted in the air. Soon as the bronco landed back on the earth, it leapt again. It kept pitching and lurching, but Nat Love didn't let go. He held on tight until that horse stopped bucking and he'd stilled the beast in the heart of that horse. The trail boss hired him as soon as he hopped off. The pay was $30 a month. The trail boss decided Nat Love needed a more cowboy name. How about Red River Dick, for the Red River that marks the border of Texas and Oklahoma? One imagines Nat Love might have taken pride in the new name he'd earned, no longer answering to the name of his former master. The trail boss bought him a new saddle, spurs, bridle and reins, chaps, a few blankets. For the time being, he could ride the outfit's spare saddle horse. The trail boss also bought Nat Love a brand new Colt 45. Nat Love, aka Red River Dick, was now a professional black cowboy.
Now, let me say this. At this time, he walked to the West. This time, he's probably 15, 16 years old. Used the skills that he learned from down south to benefit himself in the West right now. But I just want to try to keep the timeline. He's a very, very young man, like a teenager at this time. So I'm going to let it go because, you guys, I got to stop it. And so Tyrone doesn't get flagged. So I got to stop it and say some stuff. So, I would love to just let it play through. But
Red River Dick took to cowboy life without hesitation. It was a hand-in-glove fit. For the first time in his life, he had a real job. That meant real freedom, real independence. He was so far away from where he'd started. His new life was hard work, there was no doubt of that, but it was labor he freely endured, satisfied by the fact he was his own man, without a master, laboring for himself and his own future.
Oh, I always wanted to be a cowboy. I've always had a strong desire to spend time on a farm, on a ranch. I love the environment. I love the smell of manure on a farm. When you've been driving down the highway and when you get close to the farm, you smell manure. Most people put the window up. I put my window down.
I can attest to this. Cattle ranches let their massive herds loose to graze on the grassy plains during the winter. Starting in the spring, they'd round up the loose cattle, sometimes spread over hundreds of miles of range. After the cattle were rounded up, they'd have to be sorted by their brands. The cowboys would drive the cattle north to a cow town like Dodge City, where the cattle would be shipped by train to the slaughterhouses of Chicago. That's where they'd be butchered into beef and then shipped east, where this beef would wind up on the plates of five-star restaurants and the platters of family tables. The cowboys fed America. Nat Love had walked into Dodge City. Red River Dick rode out, and on his very first ride, he ran into trouble. The cowboys encountered a band of Indians whom Red River Dick called the Old Victoria Tribe. They were the first Native Americans he'd ever seen. Before that, they'd been only stories.
There were about 100 painted bucks, all well mounted. When we saw the Indians, they were coming after us, yelling like...
And you guys got to remember, they're reading from his book. His father, the guy, the narrator, he has his father. They're reading from Nat Love's autobiography. So when you hear the father talk, he may be reading out of Nat Love's book that Nat Love wrote. So I just wanted to get that out there and let you guys know, and it also gives me a chance to not try to get struck. So,
demons. One of the boys was shot off his horse and killed near me. The Indians got his horse, bridle, and saddle.
As bullets sung past his head and war whoops filled the air with shrieks and screams, Nat Love remained frozen.
When I saw them coming after us and heard their blood-curdling yell, I lost all courage and thought my time had come to die.
He had his brand new Colt 45, but he'd never fired a gun before. You see, back in the South, slaves weren't ever given guns and taught to shoot, for all the obvious reasons. Somehow, the 15-year-old Nat Love found his courage.
Some of the boys told me to use my gun and shoot for all I was worth. Their words brought me back to earth. After the first shot, I lost all fear and fought like a veteran.
Nat Love got lucky and survived his first gunfight. But while he'd kept his life, the cowboys lost nearly everything else, like every damn thing.
During this fight, we lost all but 6 of our horses, our entire packing outfit, and our extra saddle horses, which the Indians stampeded, then rounded them up after the fight and drove them off.
The cattle trails that Nat Love rode were the big and famous ones. Loving Trail, Chisholm Trail, and he rode many of the less famous, the Old Dog and Sun City trails. Almost all of the cattle trails crossed Indian territory. It was a lawless land, a land where might and bullets made right. The cowboys enjoyed a rare equality among men, uncommon at that time in America. Of course, this was before the more so-called civilized people from the East, you know, white people from places like Boston, Richmond, and Philadelphia, who arrived with their racism and with their law books that made their racism the new custom. But before they arrived, for little more than 2 decades, black men and white men rode across the prairies, as the founding fathers had once said, but never really meant, living as, quote, men created equal.
While the life was hard and in some ways exacting, yet it was free and wild and contained the elements of danger, which my nature craved. I gloried in the danger, and the wild and free life of the plains, the new country I was continually traversing in the life of a rough rider.
These were men who lived right at the edge of life and death. Many were formerly enslaved. Many were veterans of the Civil War, suffering PTSD, or whatever they called it back then. Many were second and third sons of eastern cities and towns, pushed west by ambition and opportunity. They were men who didn't walk the safe path in life, and they lived like it, never knowing which ride or which dance with a showgirl would be their last. As a young kid, these stories stuck with me because they were so vivid, so alive, and sometimes so gruesome.
It would never occur to me to try to soften the information to make it acceptable and palatable, because then you haven't delivered the message. Because the thing is, some stuff is not acceptable and it's not palatable. Because once you understand that people die, you understand it. Doesn't take a second lesson. Every time Nat Love killed somebody, it was somebody who was in the act of trying to kill him. That's self-defense. It's just the wages of war. A frontier is a war zone. All the different tribes and the First Nations that are out there trying to defend the land that they've been living on find that their choice is to violently defend it. The people who are trying to take it for no reason other than they want it are doing it in a violent way, because that's the only way you can do that. So as a result, this was just like a genocide.
Once, when Nat Love followed the Dodge City Trail, riding back to a ranch in Arizona, his outfit was ambushed by a war party of natives. We don't know what band they were from. Nat Love never says. Instead, he prefers to record their gunfight with sharp detail.
When I saw them coming, I shouted to my companions, "We will battle them to hell." Soon, we heard their yells as they charged us at full speed. We met them with a hot fire from our Winchesters, but as they were in such large numbers, we saw that we could not stop them that way, and it soon developed into a hand-to-hand fight.
Nat Love scrambled to grab his partner's horse and continued to fight from horseback.
My saddle horse was shot out from underneath me, and about the same time, my partner, James Holly, was killed, shot through the heart.
Desperate not to join his partner, Holly, Nat Love and the rest of the outfit fled the scene.
Nearly every one of us were wounded in this fight, but Holly was the only man killed on our side, though a few Indians were made better as a result of it. We heard afterwards that Holly was scalped and his body filled with arrows by the Red Devils.
Red Devils. There is an ugliness in Nat Love's words whenever he talks about the Indians. It's unmistakable, it's inexcusable, and it's impossible to ignore these aspects of his character. To even attempt to ignore them would be to perpetuate the attitudes he held. His attitude of cultural supremacy seeps into every page of his book. He often said Indians were made better by death. Truth be told, Nat Love was yet another interloper making his way on native lands. Now, in freedom, he was being used to deprive land and liberty to others. Black cowboys like Nat Love never seemed to consider that they were acting as the spear point of manifest destiny. It was the interior of the continent that had to be won over after the Civil War. That's where the cowboys roamed, and why they had to battle against Indians desperate to keep some land of their own. It was a divide and conquer strategy. Each population was turned against the other. Long before all this, natives had been paid by the U.S. government to become slave catchers. This too had been an intentional effort to divide the two peoples who had every reason to band together. It created lasting divides. Some natives did become slave masters and slave catchers, but far more often it was native communities who accepted runaway enslaved people.
I want to pause it right there for a minute to let that sink in about natives being slave catchers, natives doing the bidding of the government, but also natives that took us in. That's real shit. And doesn't quite delve in or doesn't quite match to what people are saying today. But what these guys are doing, they're reading Nat Love's book that he wrote himself, and they're taking it out and putting it out to the people. So a lot of this stuff is from Nat Love's perspective of what was going on when he was actually there. So I'm gonna let it go.
Love, like so many Black people seeking to find a better world and way of life, was also advancing the agenda of a nation that had once legally enslaved him and his people. Nat Love is not a hero, not in the sense that he is to be emulated. His triumphs of bravery and daring must always be considered alongside his cruelty to natives. Sadly, this too makes him very American.
I'm Mangesh Atikular, and to be honest, I don't believe in astrology. But from the moment I was born, it's been a part of my life.
In India, it's like smoking. You might not smoke, but you're going to get secondhand astrology.
And lately, I've been wondering if the universe has been trying to tell me to stop running and pay attention. Because maybe there is magic in the stars, if you're willing to look for it. So I rounded up some friends and we dove in, and let me tell you, it got weird fast. Tantric curses, Major League Baseball teams, canceled marriages, K-pop. But just when I thought I had a handle.
Married life and mysterious death of a revolutionary.
Okay, I got it.
Who in the old world believed would make it? That upstart nation.
Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry.
July 4th, 1876. The young nation of America celebrated its centennial anniversary, 100 years old. The nation that few in the old world believed would make it. That upstart nation made of the people, by the people, and for the people had survived its Civil War. America was feeling confident and cocky as a cowboy. Nat Love was in the Dakota Territory at the time.
We arrived in Deadwood in good condition without having any trouble with the Indians on the way up. We turned our cattle over to their new owners at once, then proceeded to take in the town.
Imagine the smell of streets made of mud and horse shit. The noise emanating from saloons busy selling sins to all comers. The jangly piano, the snatches of laughter, the occasional gunshot. Deadwood was a camp masquerading as a boomtown, a place populated with soiled optimism. A very American scene.
The next morning, July 4th, the gamblers and mining men made up a purse of $200 for a roping contest between the cowboys that were in town.
A trail boss picked out 12 of the most vicious and mean-tempered Mustangs he could locate on the range.
I roped, threw, tied, bridled, saddled, and mounted my Mustang in exactly 9 minutes from the crack of the gun. The time of the nearest competitor was 12 minutes and 30 seconds. This gave me the record and the championship of the West.
After the roping contest, the Cowboys, still hungry for competition, arranged a shooting contest. Nat Love won the $200 purse. He also won a new name.
The name of Deadwood Dick was given to me by the people of Deadwood, South Dakota, July 4th, 1876, after I had proven myself worthy to carry it, and after I had defeated all comers in riding, roping, and shooting. And I have always carried the name with honor since that time.
It was just a few months later, in October of that same year, Nat Love, a.k.a. Red River Dick, a.k.a. Deadwood Dick, the toughest black cowboy ever, nearly met his end. Nat Love was riding the range, rounding up strays. The closest cowboy from his outfit was miles away. He heard the familiar war whoops, and then he saw them, the warriors in full war paint.
So I headed for Yellow Horse Canyon and gave my horse the rein. But as I had considerable objection to being chased by a lot of painted savages without some remonstrance, I turned in my saddle every once in a while and gave them a shot by way of greeting. And I had the satisfaction of seeing a painted brave tumble from his horse and go rolling in the dust every time my rifle spoke. I had about decided to stop and make a stand when one of their bullets caught me in the leg, passing clear through it, and then through my horse, killing him.
The horse fell to the earth. It formed an awkward pile, which Nat Love used as cover.
Quickly falling behind him, I used his dead body for a breastwork and stood the Indians off for a long time.
Everything changed when Nat Love ran out of ammo. The war party drew in closer. It encircled him, much like if he were a Mustang to be corralled. And then once he was overcome by his attackers, he was knocked cold. Darkness followed.
When I came to my senses, I was in the Indians' camp. What caused them to spare my life, I cannot tell.
But it was, I think, partly because I had proved myself a brave man.
Another reason why he might have been saved, Deadwood Dick was black. He'd been captured by the tribe of a chief named Yellow Dog. It was a mixed band of natives. As he put it,
there was a large percentage of colored blood in the tribe. And as I was a colored man, they thought I was too good a man to die.
So the tribe took him in.
3 days after my capture, my ears were pierced, and I was adopted into the tribe.
Soon as he could walk, Nat Love threw himself into the war dances and medicine dances of the tribe. He also learned to communicate with his captors. First by hand signs, soon he could speak with them in broken phrases and words. He was given a new name. The tribe dubbed him Buffalo Papoose. Days passed, then weeks. His attitude against the natives softened a little. He'd lost his freedom. He was a captive, but he was no slave. He'd been made his captors equal. That difference was vital. 1 month after he'd been captured, Nat Love picked his moment to flee. He just hoped his luck could keep up with him.
It was a dark, cloudy night, and the Indians, grown careless in their fancy security, had relaxed their watchfulness. After the quiet of the camp proclaimed them all asleep, I crawled about 250 yards to where the horses were picketed, and going to the Indian pony I had already picked out, I made for the open prairie in the direction of the home range in Texas, 100 miles away.
All night he rode, through darkness and cold, until he arrived back at the ranch.
It seems to me that if ever a man bore a charm, I am the man, as I have had 5 horses shot out from under me and killed, have fought Indians and Mexicans in all sorts of situations, and have been in more tight places than I can number. Yet, I have managed to escape with only the mark of a bullet or knife as a reminder. The fight with the Yellow Dog tribe is probably the closest call I ever had, and as close a call as I ever want.
With the stretch of barbed wire, the span of the railroad, and the crisscrossing lines of the telegraph, the West was losing its wildness. The law was no longer escapable. Civilization had reached its grasping fingers into the last untouched parts of America's interior.
With the march of progress came the railroad, and no longer were we called upon to follow the longhorn steers or mustangs on the trail, while the immense cattle ranges stretching away in the distance as far as the eye could see now began to be dotted with cities and towns and cattle industry, which once had a monopoly in the West, now had to give way to the industry of the farm and the mill. To us wild cowboys of the range, used to the wild and unrestricted life of the boundless plains, the new order of things did not appeal, and many of us became disgusted and quit the wild life for the pursuits of our more civilized brother. I was among that number, and in 1890, I bid farewell to the life which I have followed for over 20 years.
Nat Love, Red River Dick, Deadwood Dick, Buffalo Papoose, back to Nat Love again. Nat took a job as a Pullman porter, a train man. In that same land where he'd once gotten into gunfights with cattle rustlers and outlaws and marauding bands of Indians, he carried passengers to and fro from Chicago to Denver, cargo too, sometimes cattle cars. Nat Love's new outfit, the Pullman Porters, made some history of their own. For more than 2 months in 1894, the Pullman Porters went on strike. It was a major event in American history. Black men standing up for themselves in a united, unionized effort. The strike had to be ended by President Grover Cleveland. The federal holiday of Labor Day was one result. Another result, their example of collective action became a seed for the civil rights movement more than 50 years later. From the Civil War to civil rights, Nat Love's life story stretched from one America into the dawn of another. The Life and Adventures of Nat Love was published in 1907. I still have the tattered copy my dad used to read to me. In the preface, Nat writes, "I have tried to record events simply as they are, without attempting to varnish over the bad spots or draw on my imagination to fill out a chapter at the cost of the truth. It has been my aim to record things just as they happened, believing they will prove of greater interest thereby. And if I am able to add to the interest and enjoyment of a single reader, I will consider myself well repaid for the time and labor.
Nat Love's book? I think it's 100% true. Yeah. Having been something of an adventurer myself, I recognize when people are not lying. And the one thing he never did was embellish. He never tried to make himself look good. He described what happened in a way that I recognize. Yeah, that's what that was.
Pop, where did you get Nat Love's book anyway?
I got it at a bookstore in Princeton. There's it's another whole story, but I was at a bookstore in Princeton in 1970, and they had 2 copies of it. So I stole one of them. I thought Nat would have liked that. I know I did.
Toward the end of Nat Love's life, as he was still riding the rails, galloping across the plains, propelled by the steel horses that had replaced him, as the locomotive steamed into the future, and Nat Love gazed out at that sea of grass, that rolling and rollicking green prairie, I wonder, did he ever think of all the men he'd sent to their graves and regret any of it? Did he ever long for the solid earth, a piece of America to call his own? If he did, Nat Love never wrote about it. He seemed to find his home out there, on the range. But I also wonder, did he recall with pride the many times his horse was shot out from under him? All those stampedes and ambushes he somehow scraped through? Did he ever feel just how far he had come? He'd walked off the plantation of his birth from Tennessee to Kansas and found an American life of high plains freedom. As cowboy as they come. A black survivor in the heart of America. I'm Zarin Burnett. Thanks for listening.
Well, you guys, that's the story of Nat Love. Cool story. They got it from his book. They took certain, passages out that they wanted to get out to the people. Great story. I love it. So what I'm going to do right now is, because I don't like to do all the talking. I'm sorry. I'm not Tyrone. I can't give you this great monologue and everything. What I'm going to do is let's open the lines. And if you guys want to comment on Nat Love, that's cool. Or if you guys want to go into, I know how TRS is, you guys go into a lot of other stuff. You can do that too. But I just wanted to get that to the people because I was asked to bring it. And so, hold on, you guys. Shoot, Tyrone. Damn, hold on.
Q&A session is over. All participants are unmuted.
There it is. So if anybody want to talk, man, you guys just talk. I wanted to get that out because some people asked. Hopefully you heard the whole thing. Great story. I don't have the book, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to get that dang on book and I'm going to read it all. So I know they left a lot out or whatever, but I'm going to get that and I'm going to read that book or get the audio book and listen to it. It seems good. But so yeah, that was Nat Love, you guys. Little history about him. It's all good. So what I'm gonna do, Tyrone, man, I'm gonna open it up. Let people talk. If you guys want to call in, the number is 1-717-908-1834. The participant code is 917-324. You can press *6 and 1 to speak. But right now, Ty, hey, and I'm telling all you guys on YouTube, I don't know how long Tyrone's going to let YouTube on. Get on the line, call in. It's better conversations not on YouTube, on the conference call number that I just said. So when I opened it up, and what I want to do right now, I want to back up. And if anybody wants to talk, no one has pressed 1, which is cool. But if anybody wants to talk, the lines are open. I'm cool with it. Anybody can get down and talk. If not, then I guess the show will be ended. But I just wanted to bring that information about that love. So anybody want to get it in, you can. So I'm gonna back out a little bit. And if no one wants to talk, then shit, I guess. Tyrone, are you there? If no one wants to talk, then we can stop it on YouTube. Did anybody press 1? Let me look on this thing. It's like 15, 16 people on here. No one pressed 1. Wow. I guess you want me to start calling out names? I can't do that. But we got a lot of anonymous people. Hey, press 1. I want to have a conversation with anybody, or actually, you don't have to press 1. The lines are open. If anyone wants to talk about anything, you don't have to talk about what was going on with the audio I played. You don't have to talk about that. You can talk about anything. I'm open, willing for any conversations, but if that's not the case, then hey, I'll end the show. I'll give it I guess a couple of minutes. So any conversations on the table. But if there's no conversations on the table, then I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing something on the computer. If there's no conversations on the table, then I will probably ease back and you guys can listen to air, I guess, if that's what you want. But Ty, I said, Tyrone, are you there? Ty, are you there? I'll say this again, you guys. Call-in number 717-908-1834. The participant code is 917324#. I don't think you have to press the *61 to speak because it's an open line right now. But if no one wants to talk, then I'll shut all this shit down. So I'll sit back. Like I said, we can talk about anything, including what was just played. If you don't want to talk about that, you talk about anything you want. I'm open to any conversation right now. But if we're not going to have a conversation, then we can let it go, because I'm not going to sit here and entertain anybody. I'd rather have conversations with these my people that we've been doing it for a long time. If not, then I'll be done. I'll shut it down on YouTube
well, I can't shut it down on YouTube. But hell, I guess I'll go on mute. And if you guys want to talk, you talk. So I don't have that great monologue like Tyrone, and he goes into this, that, that. I'm not about that. Well, I can't do it like that. So I'll sit back, and if it's gonna be silence, then I guess that's what it is. Tyrone, you there? Because I don't want silence on the YouTube. He told me he would be monitoring, but I guess he's not monitoring too long. I see it's...
What's going on, Howard?
What's going on, brother?
Cool. What you got going, man? Talking about Nat Love?
Yes, I just played a kind of a autobiography of Nat Love. But go ahead and talk.
What was the problem everybody had with that the last time you played it? What's up, Tyrone?
I never played Nat Love before. This was my first time.
Oh, I'm mistaken.
Who is this? Is this Anthony?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you hear any of the video, or do you want to go into something else, brother?
Oh no, I'm just tapping in now, bro.
Well, I listened to the show on Thursday. You were calling out my name like, I want to talk to Howard. I want to talk to Howard. And I wasn't there.
I just wanted you on the call, bro.
Black Cowboy.
Okay.
Black Cowboy.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but you brought up something about the red, black, and green with Marcus Garvey and all this. That and I guess a sentiment from Marcus Garvey that the green was for the Irish and their struggle, and you got a lot of pushback and everything. Did that get settled or not, y'all? I don't know.
Not really. Jay kept moving the goalpost. He wanted audio.
Man, we gotta get Joshua, the Marcus Garvey expert here. All right, we ain't gonna talk no more until we get Joshua, because Joshua was a Garveyite.
He's probably in the background. He know he can't refute it. That's why he's not coming in.
I don't know about that. I think he would say yes or no. He would admit to it, or he would say no. It didn't happen.
But Tyrone actually helped it out though. Like
he didn't help nothing out. I still don't agree with what he said.
Bro, just because we made it pro blackity black, bro.
I'm not saying that. I want to hear the words from the man's mouth. That's all. It's not about whether it's black. It's true or not.
Bro, during that era, the Irish and the blacks, they stuck together, bro.
Yeah, but listen, it would have been one thing
I
if
guess
it would
you
have been
guys
like
didn't give a damn about. I guess you guys don't give a damn about that. But y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Howard.
What about the black cowboy? You don't want to talk about the black cowboy?
No, I'm done. I'm done. Y'all go ahead. I'm done.
No, you brought it up, bro. What are you?
Exactly. But Ant, you got to stop being so weak, nigga. Everybody know you came under the goddamn tutelage of Taz, and your ass be so weak on here. I wish you would be stronger with your arguments as a man, because a certain woman came on last night and basically called you out because your shit ain't strong, bro. You come across is real weak. Even if your shit may be true, whatever, your ass come across is real weak.
And maybe you need to call Taz to talk for you.
She's not on the call, so I don't want to discuss her, bro. So I'll talk around it.
No, I
made a promise, bro. Like,
I'm just saying, like,
night, bro,
you
I
sound
gathered enough
real
respect for her to the point where I'm not going to disrespect her, bro. She was itching to make me disrespect her.
Ain't nobody talking about disrespecting
I don't understand the weak part.
And
like,
you brought...
Nobody debunked nothing I said. They was just throwing ad hominem attacks, bro. Like, go back
I understand that. I understand that, brother. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that why do you come across so weak?
Man, that's your opinion, bro.
I don't...
That is your opinion. To provoke me. You want to argue, bro? Or do you want to deal with it?
I'm not trying to argue with you. What I'm saying, Anthony, is that you come across, the way you talk and present everything, you come across as weak. I would like you to change that, because maybe your information is good. But you come across
what do you mean as weak?
You come across as a beta nigga. You come across as a docile beta nigga that you will get cussed out. And what do you mean, wow? Like,
because you going low, like, it's really not. It's not necessary. Like, what did I didn't do nothing.
Not going low, like, bro. See, now you going into your beta shit.
Bro, that's going low. Come on, Howard.
It's not low. It's not low. I'm just telling you what I get from listening to you talk. Yeah, it's like you. It's bad, bro.
We're gonna do it this way, Howard. You have a right to your opinion, bro.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just trying to build you up, bro, so you don't get beat up. I'm trying to build you up so you don't get beat up, bro.
You look at it like shit talking is not beating me up, bro. You can talk all of the shit, but nobody came in and gave me it. They didn't debunk anything, bro. Like, what are you talking about? It was just insults all night.
I'm not talking about the information.
Like,
I'm not talking about the information. I'm not talking about the information, bro. I'm talking about you.
You talking about my character?
I'm talking about you. Huh?
You talking about you attacking my character?
No, not your character. I believe your character is cool. I'm just talking about you and how you just lay down and get raped. Just like, why do you do that, bro? And why are you putting Taz's information out there for people and then wanting to debate people? What, are you going to get Taz's information and bring it to us? That's some fucking shit. Like, you on some faulty nigga shit. Because that ain't your information.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
That ain't your information. You gonna get it from your daddy Taz.
What I will accredit to Taz, though, like back in the day, like probably 2012 or something like that, I was an Israelite, Garveyite, all of that.
Your daddy Taz brought you that information, and you brought it up. Look, let's cut past the bullshit. I heard you say, listen, I listened to Taz, I seen Taz's presentation about it. So let's cut the bullshit. Let's get past that. You agree with what?
He went into did he go into the Irish Rebellion?
You agree? Yeah, he did all that. So you agree
I don't think he did.
with what he's saying, but don't try to make it like it's yours, nigga. You took his shit, brought it to us, didn't even realize that he brought it to us actually years ago. That what makes you seem weak. That's why people get on your ass. Bro, we all know. You need to bring us some new shit.
I never heard Taz come from the angle like bringing up the Irish Rebellion. I didn't catch that part.
So
that's my own.
you know I got Taz's number, right?
Call him.
Do you want me to call him right now?
Representing call him. Yeah, call him. I don't remember him referencing.
So if you shut up and we get on your ass and your name, what do you think he gonna say about you?
Do what?
Do what? Do what?
But you heard, bro. Did somebody put you up to this? Somebody put you up to this, bro?
No, I don't want to argue. What I'm trying to present to you is why your ass get treated like you get treated, because you come weak, nigga, and you using old shit to what niggas done heard. Even if it may be truth or not, even if it may be truth or not, like, you come weak, bro. That's why you get blasted out.
Call Taz up. I haven't heard him bring up the Irish Rebellion.
Call him up. You call him up.
That is my own.
You call him up.
Angle. That is my.
You angle. Call him up.
Maybe
you brought that up. You call him up. You call him up right now.
He kind of prior to him, I didn't question anything about Garvey. He made me research it. I'll give him that. That's where I started researching Garvey.
He made
and all
of
the shit that was going. No, but yeah, the information he put out, you couldn't debunk it. So he kind of made me look into what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah. And then when he did that shit on Marcus Garvey years ago, you thought that your little dumb ass would bring that shit back to us like we didn't remember or we didn't know what he did years ago. Like, that's some shit that came out your little silly ass mind.
If he would have brought it up,
didn't come out your mind. You was following another nigga.
Bro, I'm not disingenuous, bro. I mean, that nigga, that day when he was going hard, that day when he was going hard at Garvey, bro, just like niggas was last night, I was mad as hell at
what
Taz.
you did is bad,
but I snuck out the back door. But I snuck out the back door and I did my own research, and I came back and I apologized.
No, you didn't do your own research. You took Taz's whole position, bro. Brought that to it's bad, bro. You didn't think niggas been around for this long? Like you can get away with that?
Who was the Frodo dude? I saw him say that.
Shit bad, Aunt. I'm looking at you bad right now, Aunt.
It's
I'm looking at you bad right now.
I admit it, bro. Like, I admit it where I didn't question anything about Garvey,
Anthony.
But
don't stand up for Taz. It's bad, bro. Even if your information is correct. Even if your information is correct, bro, stand up for you. But I see it like you done took this whole other nigga shit, trying to bring it to us like we didn't know. Boy, you looking bad, and feeble. That's why you get cussed out by women.
I mean,
your whole shit is not cool. Your whole aura ain't as a respectable man.
Using that
logic,
like,
not
if you're not the originator, based on that logic, however, if you're not the originator of something, you're weak. Like, you're an atheist because of somebody told you, like, some information you picked up from somebody else.
That's not true.
Are you weak?
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. If I'm not the originator, listen to me, young man. Because your ass want to be taught. I guess that's why you on this shit. Maybe you trying to lead Dad. But if you're not, listen to what I'm saying. See, then you want to bring up alcohol, all this shit. That's why you fucked up. Listen to what I'm saying, because you don't.
One right now,
bro. You want to hear it? Oh, you don't want to hear it, or you don't want to hear it? You don't want to hear it,
bro. It sounds like there's, you got something going
on.
Well,
then shut your goddamn Taz loving ass up and listen.
That's my big.
God damn. Oh, that's your big brother. That's my big brother. I ain't never called a nigga in my life my big brother. Okay, you know what? You do it. You do it. You do it. You go with it. You do it and go with it. And then you think about it and realize, why are these people doing me like this?
He made me look stupid like I made people look stupid last night. They wanted to argue and sidetrack But he that's how I was looking when he kind of when I pulled up on the scene, repping Garvey and all of that. He put some shit out there that kind of triggered
all right,
me.
Jay. All right, Jay, I'm done with this
my
nigga.
research, bro. Like a lot of that information, it turned out to be right, bro. Like you can't be biased, man. You can't be disingenuous.
I didn't say your information, bruh. I didn't say your information was wrong. I said you come across as soft. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say your information was wrong or right. You come across as soft and then you get mad because niggas get on your ass and then you want to meet niggas in the mall and shit. But
that's like
that shit on you. But Taz, your daddy. Taz put you on that shit. See, you didn't know that niggas would remember that. Taz, your daddy. He put you up on that.
Remember what? Remember what?
Huh?
Remember what?
All right. I'm done. Go ahead, Jay. I'm done.
I need to look that up because I don't remember him coming from an angle where talking about the Irish Rebellion. If he did something on that,
man, he put that out there years ago.
Not about the. If he did, I'm not aware of it, and I put that on everything.
Okay,
that is something. That is something I came across.
Yeah, that's why niggas.
Maybe just like I can come up. That's
with why niggas look at you as weak, because you just don't tell the truth. I don't know if you trying to get a conversation started or you want to be viewed as a weak ass nigga, but that's just what you do, and then you get mad because man, you a weak ass man.
It's a hot topic, bro. It's a hot topic because it exposed that atheists like
so
you.
Marcus Garvey right now is a hot topic.
Y'all do have a God. That is your God, bro.
Y'all do. Who is y'all?
Can't question
Am I
anything
included in that?
You can't question anything about him, bro. Most atheists are.
Jay, go ahead, Jay.
Well. Most atheists niggas.
Jay,
don't run now.
I'm just waiting for Yahshua to pop up. I'm hoping Yahshua pop up.
Most atheists are RBG niggas.
I want Yahshua to pop up. If Lady Ottawa could call him,
he's your God.
Messenger or ABC.
You can't question anything about it.
Ottawa, this.
Somebody get in contact with Yahshua.
Please know, Howard brought it back up. It wasn't me.
Brought what back up? I'm just saying, bro, the way you come from I don't know what it is. Like you come.
Really want to know. Hold on, I'm gonna call back in.
Oh yeah. Well, Jay, hey, bro, it's on you, bro. I'm done. I played that love shit. I'm done. But if Anthony gonna call back in, yeah, I'll get up in his. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. You guys, thank you guys if you're listening or if you heard the Nat Love whole program. Get the book, read the book, and do all that. But yeah, Jay, I turn it over to you, man. I'm pretty much done. I'm not gonna argue with this. Well, I will argue with this fool, but you know what time it is, Jay. I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Well, the night is still young, so people will pop up, sporadically. Just a time consumer. Maybe they know that there was going to be a show. Some people are watching this countdown right now in Capitol Hill.
No, I got you, bro. I just don't know why this dude get up here and lie Like, we ain't known him for the past 5-6 years. And he was a nigga that was sucking Taz's dick. And Taz cussed him out. I don't know why he don't.
Why you always make that up, bro? Like, you're talking to the bro. Like, that's not how men. Like, our relationship is not like that, bro. Like, yeah, if he cussed me out, I cussed him back out, and we'll be cool the next day. Like, it always been like that, bro. We built a bond. Like, I'm not that guy you think I am. I'm not no go along and get along nigga. None of that, bro. And I'm also not disingenuous, because I was a Garvey head just like y'all, bro, and I got schooled on it. Like, I'm willing to admit that. Man, am I wrong? That makes me weak, because I'm willing to admit that you got me. I'm coming up on that shine and talking about I dated
You have never been a Garvey. You have never been a Garvey.
I dated Garvey's great niece, just trying to shine on niggas. It made me look stupid.
I don't give a fuck who you dated. You've never been a Garveyite, huh?
Bro,
I thought it was she was the granddaughter. Wasn't the granddaughter?
She's a great niece.
Okay.
I mean, she's actually doing well now too. She's what is it, designer or
Jay? I'm going on mute, Jay. You got it, Jay.
You can look her up. She, if I wasn't married, I would say she bad though. Her name's Samantha Garvey, bro.
Jay, this nigga's a liar. But I'm going.
You don't know who you talking to, bro. I was bigger back in my day. I was the hootinest, shootinest. Like, I was a dog, bro. But that's not who I am today. So I don't have to lie about anything pertaining to women. Because I've been there. What did old boy say? I've seen it all and I've done it all. On Baby Boy.
you was what, Pootie Tang?
Nah. I was a nigga that a lot of these niggas wanted to be when it came to women. The niggas hated and threw dirt on my name, and that made them like me more, because they started wondering, why is everybody always hating on him? But that's not the point, bro. I only brought this great niece up just to prove to you that I was really into it. And I came across that nigga, and he made me look stupid.
Soon Greg will be coming here throwing up. Soon Greg will be here throwing up all over the place.
What type of man that's like, you call me weak and I'm willing to admit that? Like, that's not weak, bro.
So you willing to admit you weak, but that's not weak, huh? I'm done. Hey, Ty, you hear? Ty, cut off YouTube, Ty. Cut off YouTube. We don't need young people listening to this dude.
No, you don't need a video to capture you getting schooled in a moment. Keep going. By the nigga you call weak. Because you just, I don't know, somebody put you up to this, Howard. Go ahead and end it.
Oh, that's the way you think, huh? Somebody put you up to this. You can't have a mind in yourself.
Your only angle is to make me mad and we start arguing. But ain't nothing you can present on you.
Make for a good show. Make for a good show, brother.
You can share your screen right now and debunk what I said last night, bro.
I'm not trying to debunk anything you said last night. I think what you said last night has some truth in it. I'm not trying to debunk that. What are you talking about? See, that's where you can't stand on your own.
You come on here and lie and say my whole foundation.
Oh, so you're gonna go back to another lie. When I told you that I'm not debunking anything you said last night. Now you're going to something else. Go to something else.
I would have to go back and look and see if he covered that. But
I had a blue rag on my car. I don't. Yeah, go to something else. That's not what I said.
What?
Hey, you a fucking liar. You a liar.
What did I lie about, bro? What did I lie about? I'm drinking beer. I know I don't drink, but I'm getting there. I'm hopping in your lane tonight, Howard. But I don't lie, bro. I admitted defeat, bro. Like, you know, coming in trying to shine on niggas. Yeah, nigga, this is what I do. This is how I do it. And the nigga made me look stupid, bro. But he made me step my game. I did my own research on it. So I'm not gonna come back and keep arguing with him when he clearly is right about a lot of this shit. But you know, there's a lot of there's a lot of holes in it, bro. But I don't remember him presenting
Did I say you was wrong about the Garvey conversation last night? Did I say you was wrong?
I mean, boo. Kinda, yeah.
Oh, I did.
That's what the energy is. I don't know, bro. It's like you hate that it happened.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. Damn, you a weak ass dude, bro.
And the conversation happened naturally. I just didn't randomly bring it up like you bring up the Bible and shit just to attack people. It came up when we were talking about I think somebody else brought Garvey up. You don't know how to segue at all, bro. You just randomly talk about what you want to talk about. You hear a nigga come in.
Yeah, like, I'm just randomly saying, bro, you put me in a situation.
Israelite, where's your God? Call him up. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, you just randomly put me in a situation. I wasn't on the phone, wasn't on the show, and you put me into that. I wasn't there.
No, bro. I'm going to talk to you about something else. I don't remember what it was, but I just wanted you to be on the call. I wanted to holler at you.
Cool. I mean, listen, I got 3 kids. You want to be 4? I got you. Ain't nothing, bro. No, I ain't gonna come at you like that, ain't. You could do that. You could do that, but
like, I'm clearly not trying to. I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. It don't mean that you're winning. I'm just not giving you the energy that you want.
Brother, I'm
being the opposite. I'm doing the opposite of what you calling me, or why I'm being the opposite of what you call me. You call me weak, but I'm not letting you do what you're trying to do. It's all good, bro.
I called you weak because you get on this line and you put yourself in a way to be a weak ass man. That's why I'm calling you weak.
But you know why? Same reason why Asar's come on here and get cussed out, or other people that don't agree with everything, bro. Like, everybody, like, I got a different perspective, bro. So you got to learn how to meet people where they are. Everybody's not going to be an atheist, man. Everybody's not going to be an Israelite, bro. I don't try to put that on nobody, bro. Like, just like, I don't know, bro. Like, you do you, I do me, man. We might not agree, bro, but we can agree to disagree. Like, well, what's the problem?
Well, that really wasn't what I was talking about, but, you know, okay, that's fine. I ain't going to argue with you, bro. I'm going to get off here, man.
You argue. You don't really want to talk about anything. Your mind is already made up. Somebody put
Damn, I can't just get off. Is it okay if
it's easily provoked to go in there and talk some shit to him, and let's get our popcorn ready? I'm not gonna let you do it, bro.
Damn. So Jay, I can't get off the phone with Jay. All right, all right. Do what you do, man.
I'm working on me, bro. I'm working on me, bro. I know what you're doing, bro. Hey, what up, Mo?
Keep doing that. Find a man while you're working on you. Find a fucking man.
Wait, what?
You heard what I said, nigga. Wait, what? You heard what I said. Find a fucking man inside you. You come across this motherfucker real soft, real bitch-like.
Bro, I just don't agree, bro. Bro, when I'm not a go along and get along nigga, bro. I get it, bro. Like when you're that way, you're gonna run into a lot of niggas that don't like you, bro. I get it. I'm okay with that.
Good.
But you have a right to your opinion.
Find your sack, nigga, and work with that.
Huh?
And I'm done. I'm not gonna argue with your ass like Mama's boy and Sister Ottawa did. And I'm not gonna argue with you about all this shit, bro. Find your sack, nigga, and let it hang.
You can come on here and you know, try to belittle people, but nigga, I could be a better man than you. You don't know how I rock, bro. You don't know how I take care of my family, how I take care of my kids and what I'm doing, like my career and how I'm making my money, and you don't know what I'm doing. I know you want to argue, bro. I'm not gonna give it to you, bro. But you don't know me outside of this call, bro. You only like niggas come on here. A kid can come on here.
Bro. I'm going on mute. You're doing exactly what I was saying. Being a weak ass man, you don't need to. You don't listen. Let me tell you something, young boy. Young boy. Let me tell you something, young boy. You don't need to explain your fucking manhood or yourself to me, young boy. That's why I say your ass come from a position of weakness. You don't need to explain that to me, young boy.
And I gotta lay back and allow you to shit on my manhood without, bro, you crazy as hell.
Nigga, you shitting on your own manhood by how you acting. I'm not shitting on your manhood. I'm actually trying to get you.
Any nigga that don't.
All right, I'm done. Hey, Jay.
Same box, bro. I get it, bro.
Jay, I'm done with this nigga, Jay. I don't talk to weirdos. I can give the little weirdo advice if he don't listen.
When I call in, bro, and I hear y'all.
All right, bro.
Well,
I'm on mute.
Keep talking. Why are you running your mouth right now, bro? I'm talking, man. Like a lot of y'all niggas, I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave it alone, bro. Integrity is a thing, bro. Like a lot of y'all niggas need to work on that.
Hey, Jay, you keep getting your phone close to these weirdo niggas, you're gonna become a weirdo.
So who I want to know though, Howard, who put you up to this, bro?
Who put me up to what?
Come on here, take shots at Ant and make him mad, and we get our popcorn ready, and that's our entertainment. Like, come on, bro, what are we doing here, man?
Bro, you a weird ass nigga. Hey.
You couldn't come on here and debunk nothing. You just want to argue, bro. I like the energy is, is thick, bro.
All right, brother. I'm not gonna argue with you, man. I'm actually eating. I'm actually eating right now.
Okay.
Can I eat, bro? I'm eating right now. I ain't gonna argue with your ass, bro.
But you literally. This is the definition of
following ass nigga, bro.
This is
you brought us some shit. Even though last night you brought us some shit that maybe
with your mouth open, bro. It's not good to eat with your mouth open. Go ahead and eat, bro, and hear me out.
Even though last night you brought us some shit that may be true, that shit didn't come from you. It came from your daddy, nigga.
It came from our,
the wear the white t-shirts sitting in his car talking. That came from your daddy. That let me know you a weak. I mean, my ass. You a weak ass nigga, man.
That's a personal problem, bro.
No, it's a personal problem with you. You can't do your own shit. You follow that shit. I'll debate you. And the first thing you're going to do is go to Taz's page, take what he had, and then bring it to the debate. That's some weak nigga shit.
That's not the case, but let's say that was the case. If he's
that
wrong,
is the case.
what's the problem? I'm gonna
and I'm done. I'm going on mute, nigga. I gotta cut this meat. I'm going on mute.
Okay. But if he's wrong in the end, I'm gonna end up being wrong. So what's the problem? Like, I'm willing to entertain that, but dude, what do you mean? You got to stop being disingenuous, Howard. So you got to. I did my own research, bro. This is why you got to stop drinking, bro, and take notes.
But you and me both know that you lied. It's okay, though.
What did I lie about? Like when you got atheists, like niggas that are now atheists, bro. A lot of them niggas used to be Christians or Israelites, but when they ran into some information that, you know, it made them put the Bible away. And a lot of these niggas now, they bang on the Bible. Like I was a Garveyite.
You're lying now. You were never a Garveyite.
Okay, I'll give you this.
You were never a Garveyite.
I thought it was the black thing to do, bro.
Anthony,
during my pro blackity black days, I thought you were eating, man.
Why are you sitting up here?
I thought it was something
you
cool
never.
To pick up. But no,
you were never a Garveyite.
I got
lying
on it. And I threw it away.
Why are you lying? You were never a Garveyite.
You're
lying, bro. Why are you lying? See, that's why niggas get at you, because you just lie for no reason.
Are you gonna eat and are you gonna let me give you my own story?
Okay. I mean, but I thought you said I was drinking. So am I drinking or eating? Which one is it?
Yo, you're already drunk. That'll hold you down.
I'm already drunk.
Yeah.
Well, why are you lying? Why are you lying? You were a Garveyite. You're lying. Why the fuck do you lie?
Are you hearing me, Howard?
I'm hearing you, but you're lying.
Maybe, bro, hear me out, Howard. Calm down.
Mm-hmm. Ad hominem attack. You didn't already ad hominem attack me. I heard your ass whining about that. Then you done ad hominem attack me. Listen to me. And you sitting up here lying. You a liar. You a fucking liar.
You want to argue, bro.
I want to argue. You a liar. You ain't no fucking Garveyite. You don't know what that even entails. Oh, damn, Garveyite. You a liar.
Now I do. Then I'm not disagreeing with you on that, bro. Again, during my pro blackity black days, I thought it was the black thing to do. But I didn't do my research like that on it. It was just, okay, it's the black thing to do. He sparked that, bro. I'm giving him credit, bro. What I supposed to do, lie? Like, even with the Bible, bro, like there's some shit where I came across in the Bible that I threw out. Like, that's just who I am, bro. I'm not.
I got you. You just a fake nigga. I got you. I agree.
You're right, bro.
I know I'm right. I agree. But you're a fake nigga. That's fine. You don't need to try to prove yourself to anybody. That's what I say. You come from a position of weakness Every time your ass
So you're gonna attack my character and call me weak for defending my character. Okay, you're right.
I know I'm right. You just come from a position every time. All right. Okay, I'm cool. I'm done, man.
Right?
I'm done. Hey, nigga, I got 3 kids. I got 3 kids, not 4.
Because you can't.
I got 3, not 4.
You can't put a whole show together, bro. You don't know how to host a whole show, so don't make me your
entertainment.
And that's fine. Like, I don't want to be an entertainer. I know you just want to kill some time, but
I'm not an entertainer. Get that in your head.
Why even crank up the? All right, bro.
So I can cuss your ass out right now, and you feel for it.
Okay, you want
for it.
I really didn't come on here with that energy tonight, bro. But if you want that energy, we can go there, bro. Like, you're the nigga. Y'all call in and complain about what old boy be doing, playing audio all night. Like, that's all.
Who is old boy? Who is old boy? Who is old boy?
He ain't on here, so I ain't gonna bring his name up like y'all do.
No. Who is old boy? I don't know who the fuck you talking about.
Put it on the guy that y'all be complaining about him calling in playing audio.
That's why I say you got this nigga tendency. You can't even name a name. Be a man and name a name,
bro. Just come in and throw out. There's a lot of trending topics going on.
I had a topic. You want to talk on that, love? I had a topic. I had a topic. You want to talk on? You want to talk on that, love?
You about to have that baby, bro. Like, damn, when did she get pregnant? Angela Simmons,
you want to talk?
Gotti. We can talk some Gotti.
I had a. Oh, so you want to talk about?
Come on, you don't.
I had a topic. Do you want to talk about?
Why?
Do you want to talk about Nat Love? I had a topic. Oh, you don't want to talk about Nat Love.
And then we
you don't want to talk about Nat Love? You don't want to talk about Nat Love, huh? That was the topic. You don't want to talk about that?
When I came on and you heard me, Howard, you jumped right
Black
into
Cowboy Nat Love. You don't want to talk about that.
Up, bro. You brought it up. I'm going to lay back,
boy,
bro.
You a weak man. I'm sorry. That's just what I gathered from that. You weak.
Okay, bro.
But keep following the nigga that do videos in his car with a Pro Club T-shirt on. Maybe he'll bring you into where you trying to go.
What did he do to you, though? Why you taking shots at him, though, bro?
I'm not taking shots at him. I like that.
But you... What?
I'm taking a shot at you. I'm taking a shot at you.
You just took a shot at him, Howard.
I took a shot at you.
The nigga that's in his car with T-shirts on. Like, what is that, bro? You got to stop drinking, bro.
I'm done, bro. I'm done, follower. Keep following. Keep following and calling people on the phone trying to make money.
It's something you can't debunk, so I was right. Like, why would I not get up on something that's right? Like, he introduced me to some information. I researched it myself, and he was right. But that don't mean I stop right there, bro. Like, every angle that I'm bringing out is my angle, dog. Like, what do you mean? The Irish Rebellion, that angle is mine. Maybe he brought it up. I don't know, but I didn't get it from him.
No,
but he's the reason why I'm studying it. He's the reason why I'm into it in the first place.
Why you exist.
But the Irish
Rebellion,
the
reason why you exist
is where probable cause is exposed, bro. Where you can't get around it. This would be the reason why Garvey would pay homage to the Irish, bro. You can't get around that, bro.
I ain't tried to get around anything.
They dig what the Irish
who
were
you
doing
talking to?
Bro.
I wasn't on the phone last night. I'm not trying to get around anything.
The Irish actually sparked their movement.
You need to talk to Mama's boy
and say, damn, maybe we can do the same thing.
I wasn't on the phone last night, bro.
And being that the Irish helped them with that, this is how they pay
You have
homage,
a prepared argument. I wasn't there last night.
Clear and cut, bro.
Save your prepared argument
you're an atheist,
for them.
Bro. You should hear me out, Howard.
I wasn't there last night.
This is weird, but you bring it up. You bringing it up though. This is weird, bro. Like, but this is where y'all go.
Save it, because I know you're not too smart.
Even when you're an atheist, bro, you are religious, bro. You are religious, bro. There are some things you don't want to talk about. Don't question Garvey at all, nigga. They set him up. Like, you know, some things you can't touch on. It's kind of like when you talk about Jesus, like a Christian would be like,
Did you want to talk about that, love?
You going to hell? You going to hell? You going to hell? Like y'all, when you bring up Garvey, y'all do the same shit, bruh. Like Garvey is beyond reproach.
Do you have anything to say about Nat Love?
Do you agree or disagree with that? Like there are some things you can't touch, bro. And Garvey is one of them.
Do you have anything to say about Nat Love? Or you don't? Do you have anything to say about Taz? You know, I love that nigga. You know, I buy him all his T-shirts. I love it.
I mean, you presented it, though. What is your take on it? Like, you come on and play audio. Come on, bro. Like, what is your take on it?
What's wrong with the audio? You don't like the audio?
I mean, it depends. It depends. Are you coming on clowning dude when he play audio all night? Like, is that okay with Jay? Because they complain about him coming on and doing the same shit. Like, throughout the day when you know you're gonna have a show today.
What about
throughout
it?
the week?
Who's
throughout
playing
the week,
that
bro?
shit all day?
Look at what's trending, bro. Like, get a couple of those topics and come on here and throw them out there, and rely on the audience to come on and help you out.
Is that
nobody can
trending? He's saying that's ABC. He's saying
no. I'm saying that's what Howard can do.
Is that trending in your house, nigga? Where's that trending at?
There's a lot of
shit trending in my house, but there's a food I'm eating right now. Where that trending at? Look at it trending.
I'm happy about that.
Your ass, you gonna learn. You gonna learn, little nigga. You a little nigga to me. You gonna learn. You talking about this shit trending. That shit ain't trending in these four walls in here.
Why do you want to argue, bro?
Uh-oh. Actually, hey, you know what? The boss woman home. Hear the dog barking.
Yeah,
let your little ass go. See, I play with little niggas until the real shit get in.
Boy.
What you say? Say what? What you say?
Yeah, go tend to your woman, boy.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
Yeah,
I'm gonna light your ass up. But okay, I gotta go handle real business. You keep talking about fake business with your daddy Taz. Actually, let me call Taz and actually put him on the line and see what he really think about you.
All right, do that.
Actually, let me do that when I take care of their business. But I'm gonna get him on the line.
All right, bet.
See what he think about you. But he ain't gonna know that you on the line. See what you think about you and me.
All right, bro. All right.
But we've already did that before. And he's already cussed your ass out and disrespected you. Already.
Your woman is waiting, bro. And stop creating narratives.
Don't worry about what my woman doing.
That never happened, bro. Why do you keep bringing that up? That never happened.
Don't worry about what my woman doing. You caping for a nigga. You caping for a nigga that cussed your ass out, disrespected your manhood on this line here, and you still caping for him. You a rape victim. You a fucking rape. Yeah, it did happen. It happened. You a rape. No. It ain't no I think. You a rape victim. You a rape victim. You love them white t-shirts. You love them white t-shirts when they hit your back. Did he sweat on your neck?
Howard,
did that nigga sweat on your neck?
Howard, I'm trying to get you right, bro. That wasn't him.
Did he sweat on your neck, nigga? That wasn't him. It was another nigga that sweated on your neck.
Me and him got into it.
Did he sweat on your neck? Nigga, are you going to answer the question? Did he sweat on your neck in that Pro Club t-shirt?
And know that you ain't talking to a bitch-ass nigga, bro. There's not a nigga on this planet that can check me.
There you go. I didn't call you that. I'm just saying that a nigga sweated on your goddamn neck.
What you're making up,
and you gave in.
That was Eric.
Did he tell you to shut the fuck up?
Like that.
Did he tell you to shut the fuck up in public?
Where niggas be shitting on black
shut the fuck up? Did he tell you to shut the fuck up in public and you shut the fuck up?
No, that was Eric.
Oh, that didn't happen. That was another nigga. That wasn't you.
Yeah, that was Eric. He was one of the niggas that came on here with us.
That was another nigga.
I don't rock with him right now.
When Taz told you to shut the fuck up, you didn't shut the fuck up?
That never happened, bro.
I'm going to get him on the line. I'm going to get him on the line.
Because me and him never argued on here. Because if he would have told me that,
get him on the line. That wasn't no. You didn't argue. You shut the fuck up.
And we cool the next day, bro.
You shut the fuck up. It wasn't an argument. You shut the fuck up when he said shut the fuck up.
Nah,
you shut the fuck up. It wasn't an argument.
If anything, he was like, hold on, I got it.
Oh, is that what it was? Hold on.
Let's see. Hey, you kinda,
all right, little dude. Hey, man, when you raise your kids.
I jumped in.
Somebody's in here. Let Gigi in here. She's elbowing it. They elbowing in here. Let Gigi in here. Let Gigi in here. She's elbowing. Come on.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello. It's such a happy, cheerful conversation.
Yes.
It was
I know,
Eric.
right?
It was.
I know. Hell yeah, it is.
I mean, shit, it's like we in Capitol Hill right now. We in Capitol Hill right here. Shit.
Wait a minute. It was Eric. Because let me finish. Let me tell you how. Because it was Eric and what's his name? Anthony told him, gave up his real name and stuff. It was kind of funny.
I gave up my real name?
No, you gave up his name.
Wow, McCarthy's begging. Look, McCarthy's on his knee. I need you to beg, man. Look, McCarthy's ready to get on his knees and give some head right now to us.
Oh,
wait, what are you talking about? Who?
Oh, so Gigi, my bad. So Anthony told
yeah, you're right. You're right. That was Eric. Yeah, we got into it because
so
of
Anthony told on somebody, and Taz told him to shut the fuck up, and he shut the fuck up.
He just keeps making that up. That didn't happen, bro.
Okay, my bad, Gigi. Thank you, Gigi.
And the guy?
That's what it was.
The guy Q was there too. Q, I don't know what his real name was.
That's Eric. That is Eric.
Okay, there you go. I got it. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you,
Gigi. Lord, you a weak ass nigga to let some nigga on the YouTube tell you to shut the fuck up.
He kept calling my name Anthony, but he wanted to be under, like, dude, you calling my whole government name out and you want to just be under a Q? Like, okay, Eric. That's how it happened, bro.
So you got mad.
What happened? Hold on, he didn't. Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered something funny, too. So once Anthony told Q's real name, then Q started giving out his entire name, rank, serial number, and everything. And I thought it was Howard that cut him off. Somebody saved him. Right. So he started losing his shit. And I think it was Howard who cut the feed because he was just, he lost it.
Oh, shit.
Thank you. That is what he's talking about. Me and Taz never got into it on here, bro. Like, because if he would have told me to shut the hell up, how our relationship works, bro, we would have got to arguing on here, bro. And tomorrow,
you and Taz have a relationship, man.
Yeah, that's my big bro.
Oh, he's your big bro.
Yeah.
So you under him, huh?
I mean, he's older.
Say what? I can't hear you. No, that's not what I said. I didn't ask about age. I said, so you under him, huh?
Bro, get out of here with that, bro. I'm not under no man.
Huh? Say what?
I'm not under no man, bro. Come on.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Wait a minute. That's when I found out what Taz's Achilles heel was. Because when people started picking on Anthony, Taz and Ren ran in to back him up. I said, oh, shit, Taz ain't so tough after all. He do care about somebody.
He might care about that. You know, he might care about Anthony Boo Boo, But he told Anthony on this motherfucker, shut the fuck up. And you know what Anthony did?
After
Gigi
came in and corrected you, bro, you still putting it out there, bro? That was Eric, bro.
No. He told you, shut the fuck up.
Making it up, bro.
And you shut the fuck up.
Bro. All right, man.
The nigga in the Pro Club T-shirt. Does that remind you of that? Maybe you will act right when I. Maybe you act right if I say that, because maybe that's like how you like men to talk to you. He told you to shut the fuck up.
Is that considered a shot right there? Come on, bro. Why are you like? What is it?
Hell yeah, that's a shot. The fuck you mean if that considered? That's why I say you a weak nigga. But nigga, I done already shot at your ass. Hey, Jay, bullets flying. He said, "Oh, they shooting. Nigga, you been shot already."
Why are you so mad right now, Howard? Like, what's going on, bro?
Here this nigga go. Chip, what happening, Chip? I'm going back to my dog. I got my dog right here. What up, Chip?
What, bro? Go
get him, Chip. You ready to get him, Chip? Get him, Chip.
Happy white ass like. Go team to your woman, bro.
Give dogs to bark. Hey, baby. How you get him to bark, baby?
Your woman is more important than this dog, bro. Go team to your woman, bro.
How you get him to bark, baby?
Your woman need you, bro.
I can't get him to bark, yo. Hey, where the fuck is Tyrone at, man? In this on YouTube, if you guys want to call in to the conference call, you see the number
D
on the.
Thank you, D.
Excuse me, bro.
D admitted that Howard came on, and he pretty much heard me and he brought up what happened last night.
No, you know what? The last night conversation was a good conversation about the red, black, and green, this and that, and you know, I'm not gonna say that because you a trick, bitch, kid, nigga. But
it's not to be at all.
It's a good conversation. I would like the conversation to go forward if you guys want to do that, because that was a great conversation. Some of the sources you brought up were actually, let him know, Chip. Actually right and correct. Now, see, I'm here with my fam bam. You hear my dog barking and everything. You want to talk all this shit, but you let a nigga in a white T-shirt run your shit, bro. That's what my respect is, bro. Yeah, nigga in a white
Y'all missing it. The white boys was about to get it in on Capitol Hill. You missing this shit. Matt Gaetz actually grew a pair. He was gonna knock Matt Gaetz. Wow, McCarthy was gonna hit Gaetz in Capitol Hill. This is white. Wait a minute. This is white America. This is civilized America.
Wow.
Anthony, no love.
Listen, the beef that you got with Howard ain't got nothing on these guys right now in Capitol Hill. So your beef is minute compared to what just happened right now, bro.
I wouldn't call it that. I'm not problem with Howard.
These dudes was about to fight. They were about to get. He was gonna knock him. They had to stop him and say, "Yo, chill."
Yeah, I wouldn't call it that, bro. I don't have a problem with Howard, bro. But somebody put him up to this.
That's what I said is minute compared to what these fools are doing right now. They were about to get it in on Capitol Hill live on TV. On C-SPAN. You could watch MSNBC and CNN. Maybe Fox News ain't showing it because they don't want no bad publicity. They were just about to pound him out. He was going to pound him out, literally.
I put some
He probably would have got slapped anyway. Two cowards fighting.
It tasted good, babe. It tasted good. So,
Look at this dude. That's good for them. Good for them.
I'm ready.
Pieces of shit.
I'm about to go to sleep, babe. In a little bit.
But I'll listen to some of these dumbass motherfuckers on here, like this dude called Anthony. I'll listen to some dumbass shit for a
can
minute.
help understand what's going on with the whole Speaker of the House thing. I don't completely understand all of it.
What? What do you don't understand? Something stupid?
Basically.
Yeah, you're not gonna understand stupidity. That's not for us to understand or for you to understand. You would think these guys are supposed to be. They play on that. Oh, we're perfect, or we're doing everything by the book.
They
clean cut.
Wait a minute. They tried to act like they were all united behind Trump.
Civilized.
No, you know that they weren't. Everybody didn't agree with Trump. Once he became president, they had to act like they liked him. So now they're just going. Now their real feelings about each other's coming out.
No, and this is what I'm saying. Like, they play with the devil. Now they getting the what's the result from that? So good for them. Good for them getting what they gonna get. Let them fight and implode on their own. I just hope that they get it together so the whole country can move forward. Or the Democrats got to find a way to do something.
Gates is suspected of being a pedo, so I can't even believe he got the nerve to stand up in front of that committee. I don't know where they get the nerve.
Got 1 million tabs open right now.
This shit was a circus for a week. They gave us a free circus show for 5 days. And it looks like it's going to keep going.
So that's what the commotion is all about?
Yeah, he walked up to him and he was getting ready to hit him because he was the last. He purposely did the last vote. You know, he purposely did a last vote, and what ended up happening was that he did it purposely. Like, he was supposed to be. He showed up late. And he did it purposely, so he'll be the last person to vote, and all eyes is on him.
Jay, hold up, Jay. Is Tyrone here on this thing?
I don't know.
Cut the YouTube off if you hear Tyrone. Cut the dang on YouTube off, bro. But go ahead, and Gigi, I like how you going in and shit, especially with the weak ass ant nigga. But
Jay was talking, bro.
Gates have tense exchange after Gates votes president.
Look at how
they put it. Even
I just want to hear from the real police officer. I want to hear from the real police officer, that wasn't writing tickets on the damn highway. The real
Sarge ain't going to show up. Sarge is right now, he's biting his fingernails right now, eating them. So come on. Sarge ain't showing up. And if he does, all he's going to do is yell for a few minutes and leave. That's it.
And then
he did it the other day. He just one word and that was it.
Freezing damn pants.
Why are you being rude right now, Howard, bro? How you going to mess up your own show, bro, with bullshit?
Wow.
Man, this ain't a show. What the fuck? Okay.
Young man, why are you doing this, man?
Don't have me call your daddy. I got your daddy number. Unless he changed it. If he changed it, then I don't got his number, but I still got his damn messenger.
My dad died in the 90s, bro. I don't have a dad.
No, I'm talking about your new daddy. The nigga that wears the T-shirt in the top. That's your new daddy. That's your whole argument.
How you gonna act like you got a relationship with him when you take shots at him, bro? Come on, bro.
Your whole argument yesterday was based on your daddy. He made that argument way before you made that. That's your daddy's argument. You like, I want a debate. Only thing you gonna do is go to your daddy and say, can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get that to debate? That was some weak nigga shit, bro.
So if I come on here and say Sumeria is older than Kemet, what?
And you go
with another nigga's argument. Now that's Zion Lex argument. You go with another nigga argument. You got anything that comes from you?
Just because you think it's not original, bro. Like, give me credit, bro.
You talking to a nigga that don't listen. See, that ain't your argument.
Based on your logic,
that's
bro.
Zion Lex.
Based on your
That's
logic,
Zion Lex's argument or not?
Bro. You didn't wake up and come
Is that Zion Lex's argument or not?
You heard a nigga.
Give me your argument.
You heard somebody like Unc or somebody like that, and you became an atheist because somebody else.
Give me your argument. You gave me Kaz's argument, and you gave me Zion Lex's argument.
You in the clouds listening to
You're
God.
not giving me your argument. What is your argument?
You a weak nigga, bro. You a weak nigga, bro.
Oh, and how many more times are we doing that? How many?
You a weak nigga, bro. Unc is your daddy.
Argument. So you're not gonna give me your argument because I could cut you off at every pass and everything because the only thing you do is parrot what these other niggas done said, and I've already listened to the shit. And deciphered the shit.
I'm killing your logic, bro.
Samaria. That's Zion Lex. That's that old Hebrew Israelite nigga Zion Lex.
That's my guy right there. Zion Lex is my guy. Yeah.
I know. He's your God. Is that what you said?
No, he's my guy.
Yeah, he's your guy.
That's one of the goals.
Yeah, I know. I heard you. I heard you correctly. So you have sit up here on this phone, parroted the Pro Club T-shirt nigga who told your ass to shut the fuck up, get in your place. You said, yeah, dude. And now you parroting another nigga. You have nothing original.
Your integrity is shit, Howard. Come on, bro.
You got nothing original, bruh. You didn't think I'd catch you. You keep talking, nigga. I catch you every time.
All of your scholars, whatever they're teaching, every time. They got master teachers, bro.
How's that? How's that for a drunk nigga? How's that for a drunk nigga? I'll catch your ass every time. How's that for a drunk nigga, huh? Pretty good for a drunk nigga, huh? I'll catch your ass every time. You don't have an original fucking thought in your brain. You don't have an original thought in your fucking brain, bro. You a fucking robot. You a nigga that has been, boy, you disconnected from your own fucking body. You don't have an original thought. Say something. Say something. Say something right now. Say something right now, and we can talk about that. Say something. Let's talk about what you want to talk about. And I'll tell you, now, before you do this, I'll tell you where it's going to come from. I will tell you where it comes from. I know it ain't coming from your dumb ass. But let's talk about it. Go ahead. Put it on the table.
I'm not going to let you come on here and
put it on the table.
Bro. Like the niggas that you look
put
up
it on
to
the table.
Like Hawk and all of these niggas, bro. Like, Taz,
put the subject on the table, nigga. Put the subject on the table, nigga.
They can't mess with that nigga, bro.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know who the fuck you talking about. Put the subject on the table. Let's go. I'll tell you where the subject gonna come from too. Once you put the subject out there, I'm gonna tell you where it came from. Put the subject on the table. Anything. First thing pop in your mind. Let's go. Put the subject. We're gonna have a conversation about it. Not a debate, not an argument. Let's go.
Atheism.
Atheism?
Yeah.
What do you mean by atheism?
What is it? What do I mean?
So you've been listening. So you've been listening to Brother right now, huh? You've been listening to Brother You want to get into atheism? You've been listening to Brother
They're Black American. They're my people, regardless if they're Israelites, atheists. I just don't like the niggas that all they want to do is just talk about religion and claiming that they don't have a God, but they're trying to cram their shit down people's throats, bro. Like
you sound like Jeremiah Jules 7,000 right now. Yep. You get away from them. Get away from them. Give me some original thought. What do you want to know about atheism? What do you want to know about atheism? Let me guess. You gonna call it white? Go ahead. Let's get into atheism. Go ahead. You gonna call it white? Call it white. That's what they do.
All I know is the information that I presented is not pseudo. You can talk bullshit.
Presented information.
My original thought, which it
what
is.
What information? What information are you talking about? Are you talking about last night with Marcus Garvey?
Yeah. Like so, regardless of what you think, bro, I'm not grabbing.
I didn't say that information. I did not say.
Like, I wanted to go ahead and debunk it.
I did not say that information was. Brother, I did not say that information was pseudo, brother. If you want to go back to there, I'm not arguing about that information last night.
So if I come out and say black power, are you going to discredit me because I'm not the original originator of black power?
I'm not arguing about I'm not arguing
and the Black Panthers and shit because
I am not
with black power.
Dear brother, I'm not arguing about last night's information. But if you want to get into that, that's fine. Hey, you guys, Chapter 9. Anthony is now going back to last night's information where he said the green stands for the Irish and that whole fucking conversation. He wants to go back there, and that was presented by his daddy Taz about 2, 3, 4 years ago on this channel. But go ahead.
But you don't agree with me.
I gave you the introduction, bro. Go ahead. And I don't disagree with you at all. I don't disagree with you.
Why are we arguing right now? Why are we arguing right now?
Because you got some underhanded bitch nigga tendencies. I don't like it. Stand up as a man, nigga, and
attack.
I can't just talk. I like you, man, but you come across real weak on this motherfucker. Your shit would come across a whole lot. Oh, you ain't gonna let me talk. Your shit would come across a whole lot better if you stood up in your goddamn manhood, but you don't. Even if some of the information you say is true, you come across as so fucking weak and you sniff up all these niggas' asses that niggas ain't gonna take you seriously. So once you stop sniffing up the niggas' t-shirt ass that told you to shut the fuck up in front of everybody, you said, yeah.
I'm not gonna keep that. Hey, I've already put it out there, bro. The people heard what happened, bro. You just keep making it up, bro.
I'm not making shit up.
You're exposing your integrity, bro. You don't have any integrity.
I'm not making shit up. I know what I heard. You shut the fuck up.
Gigi came on here and told you what happened, and you went right back to what? Come on, bro. Get out of here, man.
Well, that's her perspective. I'm giving my perspective. What? I can't get my perspective?
We're talking about two different conversations, but the one I remember was Eric. I keep calling Eric.
The one he's talking about never happened. The people that I came on here with, the only person I got into it with on here is Eric. I remember that.
I remember Taz telling you to shut the fuck up, and you shut the fuck up.
Man, bro, if anything, he told me, hold on, bro, I got it. But he didn't tell me to shut up, bro. Like, no. Because me and him never argued on here. Because if he would have told me to shut up, he would have argued, bro.
He told you to be quiet. What was it? Shut the fuck up or be quiet? Which one was it?
He trying to make a point. He tell me, hold on, I got it. I'm going to lay back. Well, what's the problem?
Oh, you going to lay back. Okay, so you making my point. Thank you, bro.
If anything happened, that's what happened. You add
another man outside your household told you to shut the fuck up and fall back.
I have claims on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'm done, Gigi. I'm done.
Stop.
Join my class, Howard. Join on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have class on integrity, Howard. Join my classes, bro.
Or
What's wrong with this nigga, CJ?
it was either Big Will or Howard, whoever it was, cut it off because that guy was starting to tell his real name and address and birthday and all that other stuff.
Eric.
Whatever, yeah. I liked him, but he just never stopped talking. And he demands, he used to demand that everybody stop talking and listen to him.
He's not on here. I don't want to contradict myself. So.
Well, I wish Mama's boy was on here and set your ass straight. Looking for niggas in the mall. You doing all this stupid ass shit.
Yeah, I told him Thursday.
I wish your woman.
Have a debate instead of me pulling up.
Now you want to meet me? You want to meet me somewhere too?
No, I don't want to meet you, bro. No, I don't want to meet you, bro. I wanted to do it right. Instead of me pulling up on him at the mall, let's do a debate on here next Thursday. Is what I presented.
A debate about what?
The topic last.
Not on Thursday because that's news night. Pick another night.
Howard night. He don't have shit to talk about, so we can get it in during that time.
I don't debate anymore, brother. I don't debate. I'm sorry, I don't do that. After I beat Black Jesus, Black Jesus is like my personal punching bag. I beat him up. I don't debate no more. If I really want to debate, I'll call him and put his ass on the line to let me beat his ass up, and then I'm good. I'm not debating anybody. For real. I'm not gonna do it. But if you want to get your ass beat, we can have a conversation. What
I'm doing now, what I'm practicing now, bro? You help me with that, bro. It's crazy that we're arguing right now. How Mama's boy come on here and call me out of my name, and I get triggered. Like I'm actually kind of not allowing you to do that because of what you told me. Yeah, it's kind of ironic that you're the nigga that's arguing with me, trying to, get under my skin, bro. And you gave me that advice that night. Like I'm practicing that right now.
That's why I say, boy, you
gave me good advice, bro. Like you're right, bro. Like they be intentionally trying to trigger me, and you're doing the same shit you told me about, bro. Like why? Like come on, bro.
And so why you falling for it?
I'm not. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know what you're doing. I'm not.
What do you want to debate about, brother? I get Black Jesus to debate you. You want to debate Black
Jesus, bro?
Why not? That's the easiest debate you ever gonna get. But if you don't feel like you have enough to beat Black Jesus, then you don't need to debate anybody. Debate Black Jesus. What's the subject you wanted to debate? I'll call his ass. What's the subject you want to debate?
I'm not trying to debate.
Man,
bro.
Yeah,
like the things that they disagreed with last night, we can debate that, bro.
You done turn into. I'm not even gonna cut. All right,
people. Like, and the thing about how people work, bro. They knew I was right. They started easing back a little bit. They didn't come back and say, you know what, man, you got a point. They just kind of stopped going at it so hard.
Black Jesus minister got to bring all these virtues.
They could have easily came in and be like, hey, you know what, you a bitch ass nigga, but you got a point. I'll give you that. But you are a bitch ass nigga.
Black Jesus needs to bring those virtues. He said that he got championship belts. He got championship belts. Bring them shits to the table. He got a champion belt.
Yeah, I didn't leave any wiggle room last night, bro. You got to give me that credit, bro. Like I didn't just put nothing out there, bro. I gave you sources, man. You went to them and they were credible.
What are you talking
about? My source was that I was. Come on, bro. Like give me a little credit here, bro.
We need Yashua. Where you at, Yashua? We need you on here. You the Garvey expert.
Like the news, news public, they got like a 80-90% rating, bro. Like, it's incredible, right? I'm like, why are we arguing right now, bro? I know what it is, though.
Somebody get on the phone with Delaware. We need him on deck.
Call him up. Where's your God? Call him up. Right, Howard. The impossible, bro. What Jay told me to do last night. Pull up some audio of Garvey saying that. Like, come on, bro. That's equivalent to "Where's your God? Call him up." It's
no. You acting like Garvey never spoke. He never
I can't call God up, bro. You know I can't pull up audio. It wasn't audio, bro.
Listen, they don't got recorded audio of him. Come on, man. Stop.
Wait a minute.
They do, but
excuse me.
It was writing.
Is to find out what originally the green on the RBG flag is, right? Okay.
So,
yes.
So what Jay
and we saying that I'm saying bring audio, bring the audio. He want to argue and so he's doing a Sarge on us right now. He's doing Sarge right now.
Hold on, Jay. So when Jay is saying green is for the land, he's talking about rosters. He's not talking about the RBG.
Bro, land of Africa.
Right.
What are you talking about? The land of Africa.
When you come to
the
RBG,
land of Africa.
When you talk about RBG, the green represents the Irish, bro. I know we took it and we made it black and
I like
black.
that spin,
black crime and
that
all
ain't
that.
Gonna work.
But during that time,
that ain't gonna work.
Garvey,
Joshua. Somebody call Joshua.
They rocked with the Irish, bro, because they was going through a lot of similar things that blacks was going through. So there was some solidarity there, bro. Like it's right
Listen,
there.
I'm gonna jump on the I-95 right now, and I'm gonna go get Joshua in Wilmington. You too much. It's too much.
I would like to say something because, as far as immigration is concerned, the sign said all over New York, no niggas or Irish need to apply. So they hated Irish.
That doesn't mean that green was for Ireland. Where's the Orange Act?
I think we could
Where's
find
the
it.
Orange Act? We got to get that orange. If you have some orange, then we could debate that. So,
White and green, that's the Irish flag, right? Orange.
Yeah, and orange. They got orange and they got another color.
Oh.
So you gotta put them in. You can't just say green. How many? Listen, there's African flags all over Africa that have green in it too.
Come on,
are they from Ireland too? Or come on.
Oh, bro. I don't know, man. You're being disingenuous, man. I know that word come up a lot.
Like I said, it goes back to the audio. Listen, you act like the man never spoke on audio. Like there was no audio back then.
He did, but those words weren't quoted on audio, bro. I can't put it up on audio. That's why I compared that to "Where's your God? Call him up." That is the talking point, bro. Like that's moving the goalpost, bro. That's usually when a nigga point to something and you make a point on something, niggas just move the goalpost on you, bro. Like you'll never win whether you make good points or not. Because now that I got these are Garvey's words, bro. Now you want to hear some audio? Like when am I gonna be right? I'll never be right. Like it's pointless, bro. Like what are we doing here? I'll make a point that you can't debunk. You move the goalpost.
You can't get you said about a book and you can't get to the book page.
So
you told us at least that. You could have brought you left us halfway everywhere. It's like you can't get to audio, and then you say the book, and then we gotta buy the book for $80.
I showed it last night. I posted it last night.
So are you willing to put a $80 bet right now? Buy the book, and if you're the winner, we send you $80.
Yeah, bro. I located it last night, and Tyrone pulled it up. What are you talking about?
607.
It was kind of like hearsay. It was kind of like hearsay with last night. But all you got to do is go to one of those Marcus Garvey sites, people who adore him, and ask them, does anybody have a source or have anybody heard about him saying that referred to Ireland to start off?
I mean, my mind is made up. Y'all need to do that.
I know your mind is made up, but apparently you need to prove this to Jay.
Right. He hasn't proved anything.
It's okay if you don't win.
But I did, though, bro.
And there's nothing to win.
you gotta do what I did, bro. Like when a nigga put some bullshit out there, bro, you gotta go do your own studies, bro, and come back and
Wait a
debunk
minute,
it.
but you haven't brought out the. You said that you was gonna bring a page. We can't get to the book, and you don't want to pay the money because you're not sure enough that it's there.
He
Listen,
pulled it up
you don't
last
want to
night.
buy the book and spend $80 because you're not sure.
I got a wrench. I'm gonna post it again, Jay.
You got money? Buy the book and put it back.
I don't need to buy the book. I got it right here.
You don't got that page.
I do.
No, you don't. You didn't have it yesterday. Oh, you got it today?
I did. He pulled it up. You can, bro. I'm telling you, he pulled it up.
Not the 600 and something page.
Somebody else said he said it, but we didn't get
right.
That
was a quote.
No, bro.
It wasn't a direct.
This is Garvey's papers, man. These are Garvey's papers.
You said his friend from Jamaica wrote it.
What is the audio? What am I playing right now? Oh. This is not secondhand shit, man.
It kind of is.
Okay. All right, Gigi. I get it. You're in Harlem, Gigi. That's land of Garvey. I get it. So, you know.
It can be found. If it's out there, it can be found. So that's the only thing you guys gotta debate about?
I mean, only because they don't agree with it. And I'm so confident where I gave my premise away to everybody. So y'all can go do your research and be in the chat room helping them out.
But helping who out? Jay?
I wanted Mama's Boy.
Can y'all talk without fighting?
I can. Yeah, he know how to trigger me. Like, people throw rocks out and they hide their hands. Like, nigga, you're emotional and not even, you know, considering, like, why I'm here. Like, dude, like, you took all of those shots. Now you want to act innocent? Like, I'm so wrong for being mad right now.
Well, this shit ain't gonna get resolved until Yahshua
But I don't even want to talk about him. He's not on the call, so I don't want to talk about him. This is how I rock, bro.
When he comes around, then we will deal with it.
I have a problem with
he probably got the book. He probably bought the
all
book.
of them being talked about when they're not on the call. Allow them to be on the call, or at least present in the chat room. We're only having a whole conversation about people, bro. Like, let them be on the call. I'll call them out, tell them to call in. That's just how I rock, bro. I call that out, and niggas don't like it. You got to go along to get along. Are you gonna be, you know, just another nigga that's getting, you know, talked about? I don't mind being that nigga, bro. Like, I don't agree with everything ABC be talking about, but come on, bro. Like, y'all complain about him tying the lines up all night. He cleaned that up. Like, come on, give him a little credit. That's what he do. And you complain about him, and Howard turn right back around playing audio, leaning on audio to get him through the night. I don't know, man. I look at it like, regardless of what y'all, maybe their ideology may not match yours, but they're still black people, bro. We got to learn how to deal with each other a little bit better. Y'all don't like him, but Tyrone keep giving him the keys. And you just got called in, and it's just you and Sarge on here, Jay. Y'all be talking like, damn, these niggas sound like homeboys. But mama's boy called in, and then you start going in on him, bro. Y'all gotta stop changing up, man. But again, bro, like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, man, I teach integrity classes, bro, and I help men to be men, bro. Because a lot of things, like y'all probably got good careers and you do everything that, they tell you what a man's supposed to do, but y'all niggas are missing a lot, bro. Like that's important, bro. Like a lot of codes that y'all don't go by, like talking about a nigga when they're not present. Like that principle, that means something to me, bro. Like, why are we talking about the dude? He's not here. That's some women, like that's what women do in a beauty salon. And I gotta, knowing that's not how I rock, I gotta be cool with it. If I call it out, now I'm being attacked. Like, no, bro. Like we gotta clean it up, bro. We gotta clean it up. No matter how much you hate the nigga, he got somebody that loves him, bro. You know what I mean? Kid, Jay, done. My word is bond, man. What are we doing here? Hey. Y'all New York niggas, but y'all sound just like Italians. Hey. We done? What's going on? Once again, Howard started the show and he's no longer here. Oh dear.
All right, he might win the speaker tonight. Now, this fool.
Really?
Yeah, they got him to. They persuade him. I mean, that's what it is. It's like they took all that shit and they had to fall into the web. Because...
Shut up.
I do the vomit. Listen, for some reason...
You're always griping. You're always griping, man. You're always griping. It's like a toilet. The last little piece going around the toilet.
Get the Clorox ready.
That's you, man.
You can wash this piece of shit out of here.
I'm watching this fucking vote on McCarthy. It's interesting.
We need heavy-duty bleach to wash this dirt out of here.
Where's your girlfriend at? I thought I heard her on here earlier, man. Gigi. What's she doing? You guys talk about tonight. You griping again? JNYC? What? All you do is bitch on this goddamn show, dude. Like a menstruating 16-year-old girl. What is your bitch tonight, bro? What's your complaint?
You Matt Gaetz, bro.
No, he's a fucking piece of shit, man. But I heard he switched his vote. I'm watching it right now, so McCarthy's going to get in tonight. Yeah, he won. McCarthy got his vote. You watching this?
He's gotten it. He's going to get it.
He's going to get it right now.
They had to. Listen. As much as you got, the never Trumpers. There's some never Trumpers in this thing, but.
Yeah, they hate his ass. They hate McCarthy too.
You see, you got the new wild Trumpers, and then you got the so-called Republicans that been in the institution that they like the undercover motherfuckers, and now they all in sync together. Maybe Donald Trump made a phone call this time and got through.
No, I don't think so. I think he got the vote.
Yeah.
Well, no, they haven't voted yet.
Well, they got to vote again.
Yep, 15th vote.
Gates wanted that he wanted to have that that spotlight.
Gates is
think about it.
Isn't he up for child molestation? Wasn't he fucking with some underage girl or some shit? You know?
His boy went to prison. He's done. But he's connected in Florida, so he ain't gonna get touched.
He might, man, for that shit. White boys don't usually let that shit go, bro. You know? They'll let a lot of shit go, but you fuck child molestation, man. You know, motherfuckers don't turn a blind eye to that shit. You know. Your boy, he got Hakeem. He got 212. That's your boy. I mean, where's he from? Brooklyn? Or the Bronx?
Mm-hmm. He's from Brooklyn.
Where's he from?
He's from
What is he? He's Arab or what? I mean, Muslim or what?
He mean he's Muslim. He's black, bro. He probably got Caribbean.
No, his name is Hakeem. Hakeem, man. That's
so what?
That's not Arab.
Come on, man. Are you stupid?
A lot of Muslims are named Hakeem, man. You know what I'm saying?
So they come from somewhere else. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Muslim is not. It's not a country, dude. It's more of a religion. A lot of niggas were named Hakeem, like Hakeem Elijah.
You never heard nobody named Hakeem that was a Muslim?
No, it's a Muslim name. It's a Muslim name. Hakeem Elijah. It's a Muslim name, dude. I mean,
right. So not everybody that has that name is Muslim. So
his parents are probably his parents are probably Muslim. We gotta go up with his name is.
You got an educational class just now.
Man, you dumb nigga. You don't know shit, man. Only thing you know is what I fucking tell you. Okay? You one of the dumbest niggas on the show. Now, Hakeem, there's a lot of, it's true. In the 70s, a lot of.
You're the septic tank. So I'll be dumb, and you be
the
septic tank with the shit folk. All right?
I've forgotten more shit than you know. Okay? In the 70s, he probably was born in the 70s. He wasn't that old. A lot of brothers.
You think you know more than him? You don't know shit.
No, he's smart dude. He's too liberal. I wish he would, tighten it up a little bit. But he's all right. But here's my cat. In the 70s, a lot of brothers were embracing, Muslim shit. And a lot of them were going to school. A lot of brothers had those names, Hakeem and Abdullah and shit like that. And so his parents probably were Muslims, or they're in the religion, they named him Hakeem. It's common. It was common back then. You know what I'm saying? Huh? See what I'm saying? Huh? It's just good watching this shit.
Let's see what happens, man.
You watching it?
Yeah, they're flushing the toilet now. You should be going down the sewage right now.
What, you watching Fox News? Or what are you watching? CNN? Or
MSNBC.
Yeah, I like that. They got the little. I like the Alex Wagner. She's sexy. They got some nice looking women on MSNBC, man. Just.
Oh, you going to try to date them?
I wish I could. They got that one sister. She's a professor at NYU. She wears those glasses. What's her name? She looks so sexy, bro. You know what I'm talking about, right? She's a contributor.
There's
She's
a
a
few
professor.
professors on there.
Yeah, she's a sister. Well, she's bright skinned, got that short hair, and I wear them dark glasses. Highly intelligent. She's really smart. They need to hire some brothers on that damn show. All they got is fucking white women and a handful of black women. They ain't got no black men on there. None.
It's all white. All white hair, too. You see what I'm saying? It's all white. It's all white hair.
Yeah.
Sarge should be right there sitting in the middle with them. On their lap.
Sarge's watching Fox. Sarge's watching Fox News, playing with this white woman, and getting because he hates probably McCarthy anyway. McCarthy's a bit too liberal for Sarge. Sarge probably likes just Scalise or Jim Jordan. You know.
He likes Bober, right? He likes Bober and Gates.
Oh, Bober's got a body. You seen her? Oh, that woman's got a body. She's got a body on her, bro. I mean, nice ass, nice titties. She's sexy, man. Bober.
So you're gonna try to date her too?
She's married, bro. I'm married. What the fuck you talking about? I'm married, nigga. I have a wife. I have a black wife. Just because I can point out a good-looking white woman doesn't mean anything, dude. I mean, I got eyes.
You don't have a white woman, right? I know.
Who? I don't have a white woman. My wife's half black and half Armenian. If you saw my wife, she looks like a sister. She looks like the vice president. You know that. She looks like that, sort of.
She looks Indian.
Yeah, she looks Indian. Well, she doesn't look Indian. She looks like the vice president. They look like they could be sisters. Well, she has the same skin color. And the vice president's half Indian. Same similar type of law. The vice president's Indian and Jamaican. And they could pass for sisters. They look alike. She's married to a white guy anyway. Jewish white guy. Did you know all those Supreme Court justices, all of them, those black women, all were married to white men? You know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Well, you know that.
Very last person. Do you?
Wow.
Huh?
They had to wait all the way to this. I wonder if they get paid overtime. They must get paid overtime.
No, they get salaries.
No?
Man.
They got a salary.
Yeah.
So no matter how long or short they be there.
Yeah, they all get a salary.
They gotta do 8 hours for sure.
No, salary you don't have to do any hours. You don't even have to come to work. You know, salary. You get paid a salary. No, you don't.
Listen, you gotta check in, bro. You gotta check in.
No, you don't, man. Look, you don't have to be required to even vote. You can miss votes, bro. You don't have to do shit. The salary.
Bro, listen,
you can go watch.
All those people in there, they gotta get a check.
Yeah, they get a check from the government. They've been elected to be congressmen, but not all of them do the work. They get a salary, bro.
They do the work. They show up to work. They gotta show up. That's all.
No, they don't. They get a salary, bro.
Bro, when they go into the job, they got. I'm pretty sure that they gotta punch in. They
don't punch in. Their salary. Listen up, nigga. Salary means you get paid by the month, by the year, whatever.
Right. But it doesn't mean that you don't punch in. Come on.
No, you don't. Because there's two types of getting paid. You can get paid salary, or you can get paid hourly. Hourly, you got to punch in. Salary, you don't.
Listen, I guarantee you, those people, they got a scan to come in, and they know it's on record that they.
Yeah, but it's salary though. Man, you a dumb nigga.
We already said that. We know that. But what I'm telling you is, they still gotta punch in and punch out.
Hold on, he needs one more vote.
They don't have to punch in, you idiot. That don't even make sense.
Bober, she's sexy, man. Pink glasses. I love to hit that ass. It don't matter. No, they're salary, bro. They're not hourly. They can. Bober, see her? She's sexy. You see her get up? Did you see it? She just stood up.
Unmuted.
Is Howard still doing his show or is he done?
Nah, he say he's done. He was.
Yeah, he was. We were talking shit about you, Tyrone. That's what we're doing.
Greg,
So
I'm not doing this with you tonight. What is wrong with you? Why you act like a little fucking bitch? Why you? What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
You go play your drone. Go, you kill that rat in the garage and they go whatever the fuck. Go cook something, man.
How old are you, man? Like seriously, you can't have a normal conversation without all this fucking trolling shit.
No, once you leave, I guess. I ain't up for you tonight. I guess you got the vote. This weren't president, so I guess McCartney's gonna get it. He's from California, Fresno. That's two speakers from Cali. You know, Nancy Pelosi and McCarthy. McCarthy's more of a moderate anyway. That's why they don't like his ass. You know, he's not a hardliner like the rest of them assholes. He's kind of a moderate in a lot of ways. You know, you can't. And I'm from California. They're not gonna. You know, you're not gonna get reelected by being one of them Trump loving. You know, because they hate Trump out there. But California's like moderates. You know, they like law and order. To us in California, a Republican is more of a law and order person. That's how we kind of view.
You still got a portion of those Trumpies, though.
No, it's not that many as you think, bro. They like
the handful. Yeah. That handful kept the whole shit from moving. Think about that.
I know. Yeah, they like Reagan. They actually like Reagan kind of Republican.
And that's not only listen. That handful that was holding McCarthy back. There's also more Trump people in that. The ones that voted for McCarthy, they just on board with McCarthy because they want to go to the next phase of control. They know that Trump is over, but there's the ones the Trumpians that were holding them back. They fully with Trump. You know, so you still have those that's in that again that's voted for McCarthy and that's not voted or that wasn't voted for McCarthy that are still down with Trump. It's just the majority of those that voted for McCarthy are like the vets in Congress, and they're seeing the power of Trump diminish little by little, so they done moved on from him, a lot of them. But they'll use his shit when it's convenient.
But remember, Trump endorsed McCarthy. Okay. He endorsed him. He didn't endorse no one else.
That doesn't mean if he didn't get endorsed by him that he would have not gotten all those other people.
Well, I don't think Trump's endorsement mean much, but he did endorse, McCarthy. That probably swayed at least 10 votes, at least. Trump's words still matter to a lot of these congressmen. It does matter. Trump still has some juice. He has 30%
power, but it's diminishing.
Yeah, but he still got. Here's the problem with Trump: 30% of these Republicans still back him. 30%. That's still a chunk, man. That's not small potatoes.
Yeah,
so
but
Trump's
that's
not.
some people.
Yeah.
That's those again. Then you got those people that voted for McCarthy that are only rolling with Trump because he got those numbers. It's the only reason why they fucking with him. But they see the numbers
Trump,
that are deteriorating.
But
not the same numbers, bro.
Man, see, this is why I know you guys ain't even serious, because whenever a white man is doing something, y'all don't hold him fully accountable. And Kevin McCarthy helped participate and aid in the insurrection on January the 6th. That makes him shut the fuck up. That makes him totally disqualified for even holding any position in the federal government, according to the 14th Amendment, Section 3, where it says if you aid or help somebody that's against the United States or a part of an insurrection, you're not even qualified for that office. But just like you and the rest of America, y'all always give white men a pass. Fuck Kevin McCarthy. He disqualified. and you trying to figure out a way. Yeah, he's a moderate. Blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. He's
Let me
a
ask you
fucking
a
criminal.
question. Let me ask you a black Southern ass a question. Do you want Scalise in there? Do you want Jim Jordan in there? That was a question you asked yourself.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
I would like somebody in there that is qualified, that did not help try to overturn this election and is disqualified according to the own constitution that they're trying to swear an oath to. So Scalise, he probably helped the goddamn insurrectionists.
He's a piece of shit. You can look at that redneck. You tell he's a nigger hating piece of shit.
Okay, well,
Jim
I'm saying
Jordan,
what I'm saying is what you're
What?
presenting is the same options they're presenting, and what I'm telling you is that put a qualified person up there. That's all I'm saying.
He's qualified, but he may not be your cup of tea. He's more to me a moderate.
Let me ask you this, nigga. If he
Nigger.
participated,
I'm not a nigger. I'm a black man. I'm not a nigger.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, white man. If he participated in the insurrection, is he qualified?
He hasn't been charged. He hasn't been charged with insurrection. That's what I know of.
You, that ain't what the Constitution say.
Why you say axe? It's not AXC. It's ASKING. Has he been charged with participating in the insurrection?
You don't
if
have
he hasn't been.
Listen,
what?
You don't have to be charged. You just provide aid and comfort. They don't say anything about being
Yeah.
charged. That's why I know you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Look, for me, he needs to be charged. And
I'm telling you what the goddamn Constitution say. You don't have to be charged. Just provide aid and fucking comfort. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't understand English?
Has he been charged with providing aid or comfort? You can look at
his text messages and emails and phone calls and see that he provided aid and comfort to the goddamn insurrectionists.
I haven't heard a formal charge. Until I hear a formal charge of him being charged.
This is why I don't talk to you dumb niggas about politics. Because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. All you have to do is read the goddamn document. And we won't even be having this fucking disagreement right now. You don't even read the goddamn document. You just trying to follow what these white people say.
He hasn't been charged with nothing. Besides, I'd rather have him in there than Jim Jeff or Jim Jordan or other crackers in there. I'd rather have this white boy in there than them other white boys that can really cause problems, man. That can really fuck with the death ceiling and could have investigations up the ass. But your black Southern ass cannot review the long picture of things, man, because you're short-sighted. All right, Tyrone. I'm not short-sighted.
So listen to this. What? I'm gonna do this in English, so you can see what you're saying is stupid. You don't have to be charged with shit. This is the Constitution, the 14th Amendment.
You've already said that. You're kidding yourself, nigga.
Motherfucker. It's the Constitution, the 14th Amendment, Section 3. It says, no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elected president or vice president or hold any office, civil or military, in the United States, under the United States, who have previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial office of any state to support the Constitution of the United States shall have engaged in insurrection, rebelling, the rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But the Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. So what that's telling you is you don't have to be charged with a goddamn crime. If you provide aid or comfort and you hold any of these goddamn offices, you're disqualified from taking the damn oath. That if you support a goddamn insurrection.
All right, I hear
I'm
you,
not
nigga.
done. I am not done, because I want to say this and make sure that I'm clear. This is why I do not engage with you dumb, politically ignorant motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And so I gotta sit here and try to explain shit to you. But if that loudmouth ass Sarge was on here screaming, you would be licking his fucking booty cracks on every goddamn word that he says. But you want to argue with me about what the fuck I know I'm talking about? Good Lord.
Hey, you actually said something that was interesting. You said that they can remove by 2/3 majority, remove from office if they've engaged. They haven't brought up. They haven't. Well, they need to do that then, Sarge. I mean, Tyrone. 2/3.
That's part of the option too, but this is the disqualification.
They haven't done it. Then let them bring up the vote. They never brought it up. How come Nancy Pelosi didn't bring it up?
Stop
Answer
yelling.
me that.
Stop yelling.
What?
What I just read, you just took part of what I just read, and you're hanging
That's
on.
the important part. That is the important part.
Greg, if
They
you
need
cut me off
2/3.
again, Greg, listen. I'm
What?
trying to
Quit
speak.
threatening me, man. Quit threatening me, dude.
Don't cut me off again. But you just
What are you
took,
gonna do?
you just took part of what I said. But what I'm trying to explain to you is I read to you the disqualifications of serving
Right.
in any of those offices that I just read because
Yeah. Keep reading.
participated in an insurrection. That's what I just
Right.
read to you. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
They
Yeah.
disqualified. He's disqualified. All of them disqualified. But this country
Really?
won't hold these white men to their own fucking laws. Now
So,
watch. Now
okay,
watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. 3 months from
What?
now, 3 months from now, or 6 months from now,
Yeah.
somebody gonna get on TV and say, according to the Constitution, none of these people ain't supposed to be in office. But it's right here in front of their fucking face.
Okay, Tyrone. So let me ask your black Southern ass a question. That's the problem with you fucking dumb Southern niggas. You get a little bit of information and you run with it. You think you know something, and you
Bitch,
don't
you the
know
one
shit.
said that McCarthy should
What?
be the fucking House Speaker and Scalise, and you don't
No,
even know that they
I
participated in
said-
the insurrection.
Did Solis participate in it?
Yes, motherfucker.
Jim Jordan. Okay, so here's listen up, you dumb black Southerner. Who would you like to be the Speaker of the House?
Okay,
I would prefer a Democrat, but if you had a choice to make on the Republican side, who are you more comfortable with? McCarthy, Solis, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz?
Listen to
Who in
me
the fuck are
clearly,
you?
because I just answered this question for you. I don't care about the
No, I want a
Republicans.
name.
Let's shut the fuck up. I don't care
I want
about
a name this
shut
time.
the fuck up. I don't care about the Republican side of the House, but you asked me who I want to be Speaker, right? So the person that I prefer to shut the fuck up,
I said,
I'm answering
who
your
do you prefer?
bitch. Will you shut up? I'm answering your question. The person that I would prefer on the Republican side of the aisle to be Speaker is someone who has not participated or contributed or provided aid and comfort to the insurrection of the United States of America. So anybody who's qualified on that other side can be House Speaker. I don't give a fuck what the person thinks.
Give me a name. Give me a name. Give me a name. I
I don't
want
give
a
a fuck
name.
about them idiots. Let them pick their own goddamn person.
Hakeem
Look, Matt.
Jeffries, you idiot. Hakeem
I
Jeffries.
know, no, yeah, he's a Democrat. We're talking about on the Republican side.
what?
See, no, he's a Democrat. I'm talking about Tyrone's short-sighted. He's a black Southern dumb nigga from South Carolina, and I'm saying, look, I do watch this thing with a little bit
You
of
don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Listen, let me tell you something. All of you fucking coons
What?
that call in here, y'all always
Coons?
try to give
I'm not a
white
coon.
people a damn defense. You always try to give them an excuse and not hold them accountable. You're the motherfucker that called in and said that you won't have a black woman answer your goddamn phones. You will have a white woman sitting at your goddamn desk answering your goddamn phone. You're the one that called in here and said that you want to see the black community, a part of the black community, eradicated. You called in here and said that dumb shit. So don't come to me
All right,
talking
let me
about
ask
how
you a
much
question.
shut the
Hey,
fuck
hey,
up.
hold
you
on.
goddamn coon.
We can't forget the number one thing that he loves riding around back in the day, butt naked, with his girl or looking for women.
So
that's
shut the fuck up to
the
me with this
topping on the
dumb
cake
shit.
right there.
Dumb son of a bitch.
Riding around like a white man naked in a car.
Look, let me ask you a
Real
question.
tacky.
Since this black Southerner won't answer, this dumb black Southerner that lives by the water, would you prefer Hakeem Jeffries as a Speaker?
Okay,
if you're Democrat?
listen, you're a dumbass. Listen to me. Right now, the Republicans got the majority in the House of Representatives. So whoever they choose can be the fucking House Speaker. I don't agree with it. I don't give a fuck about them, but whoever they can choose. But what I'm saying is they need to choose a leader that did not participate in the goddamn insurrection. They need to choose a leader to support and defend that goddamn Constitution and not whenever they get in power try to overthrow this goddamn democracy. Kevin McCarthy, Scalise, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, all of those Republicans that are in office right now trying to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. All of those Republicans up there in the House of Representatives right now, today was January the goddamn 6th anniversary. Neither one of them showed up for that goddamn memorial that they did for those fucking police officers that got hurt and killed on January the 6th. Neither one of them tried to show any support for anybody that was that got hurt on that goddamn day. They stayed away from the ceremony. They stayed away from the fucking ribbon ceremony for those police officers that got the second highest civilian award today. But my point is, those people are disqualified from even holding the offices that they're running for right now. So I am not going to call a name. All I'm saying, when you ask me who do I want on the Republican side, a person that is qualified. That's all I'm saying. So I hope you accept that.
All right, wrap it up. You dumb Southern niggas talk too much, man. You know, who you fucking? I hate talking to you Southern niggas, man. You know, you make my ears hurt, man. You really do. I give you a hypothetical question. I don't care for McCarthy. I don't care for any of the white boys, but he's preferable to Jim Jordan's. Okay. All right.
Jim Jordan is part of the insurrection too.
Yeah, he is. But I prefer McCarthy over the Rowena white boys. McCarthy's more of a moderate. He actually listens to people. He's not hard to the right. And maybe they can get something done, in this Congress. What? Nigga, that's it, man. I'm tired of talking to you, man. Because you talk, you're real arrogant. You talk like you know something. You know something no one knows. You don't know shit, man.
Anything. You just read, motherfucker. It ain't that damn hard. The fuck? See, this is what happens when you dumb son of a bitches talk to somebody that you think that's not intelligent, and then you hear me speaking. Shut the fuck up, you dumb son of a bitch.
You're from the South.
You the one have been calling in this show for fucking 10 goddamn years, telling us about how much you love your goddamn daddy, telling us about what you eat, what the fuck you doing in your garage, what kind of slippers.
Massive been good to me, man. Massive been good.
Shut the fuck up about what kind of slippers you wearing when you go into the goddamn store that you hate seeing motherfuckers on the corner drinking 40s and all this kind of dumb shit that you are the fucking dumbest son of a bitch. You ain't got no substance is my point. You can't hold a goddamn conversation unless it's an insult or you're trolling or you're talking shit to women. That's the only fucking level of conversation that you got, you dumb son of a bitch. And you hate to hear me speak with my country accent
I'm not the one from the South.
Your goddamn ass with all this knowledge this Southern boy have, and you're jealous.
You're from the South, man. You niggas are dumb down there. What the fuck you talking about?
You hate dumb it, you dumb son of a bitch. That won't fuck with y'all, man.
I'm not from the South,
my
bro.
Motherfucking level, you dumb son of a bitch. You got to call into
I'm not on your level.
Listen, you got to call into a radio show and brag about your life. That's how sad you are. That's how fucking sad you are. You got to call in every night and brag about your fucking life.
I don't brag about my life.
Good
Do I? Do you want to say about my life?
Individual. The fuck?
At least I'm not a dumb black ass Southerner. I tell you that. I'm not that.
Tell us how great you are, Greg. Come on. What else?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't do. Do I do that? Do you want to say? Do I brag?
Yeah,
am I braggadocious?
Yes, you do. Yes,
all
you
the
do.
fucking time.
Really?
All the fucking time.
Really? If you gotta ask, what you think?
No, I'm curious. I don't know how I come. But so Tyrone's are arrogant. Well, I don't know.
Listen, watch this right here. We could be talking about any subject. We could be talking about social media. We could be talking about news events and all that kind of stuff. You will butt into the goddamn conversation. Listen, you will butt into the conversation. You will insult somebody, and then you will start talking about what the fuck you do. That's what you do all the time.
I didn't realize I do that. I'll watch that. I didn't realize I do that.
That's what the fuck
let me tell you something, man. Everybody is three persons.
Mm-hmm.
You are who you think you are. Mm-hmm. You are what you really are, and you are what other people think you are.
Okay.
So there's everyone's three persons. So maybe I come across as a bit arrogant and braggadocious. I never thought I did, but maybe I do. So it is what it is, man.
Well, this moment right here, I want you to remember it because once again, I'm going to explain how sad you are that you have to self-analyze your goddamn self on this phone and realize things about yourself at 50-some goddamn
A lot of
years
people
old.
are braggadocious.
You're a
A lot of people are
grown-ass man,
braggadocious.
nigga. You're a grown-ass
Trump. What?
Damn you,
Trump is braggadocious. A lot of people are braggadocious. I watch it. If you say that I am, maybe I need to watch that. I can self-reflect myself, bro. You know, a little bit. You know, I can do that. You know.
Yeah.
And maybe I am braggadocious. I could be. So
Okay, well, I mean, you know, I know you hate to hear Tyrone bringing you these damn facts. I know it.
I mean, but Tyrone, you have problems too. You are opinionated. Sometimes you don't know what you're talking about. You know, and your vocabulary is sometimes not very good. So
no, it's not. I know. I stumble over my words. I forget shit. That's just what the fuck I do. You know.
You say it's your accent, but sometimes
at the end of the fucking day, you're knowing I'm calling you a stupid motherfucker. That is clear. So you can't confuse that shit. Okay, that's not confusing whatsoever.
I am far from stupid. Now you can say I'm a braggadocious, I'm a blowhard, but stupid. No, Tyrone, that doesn't apply to me. I'm not stupid. I have other problems, but stupidity is not one of my. Now, there are some people on the show, but like what's that nigga from Texas? Baby Mount. Now that nigga's dumb. I'm far more taller than
this is what I'm saying about you right now. Listen, let me watch this right here. You have to drag other people who's not even. I'm talking about you, right? You and I are engaged in this conversation. But in order for you to feel good, you got to talk about somebody that's not even fucking here, so you can actually try to get.
Oh, he's here. That punk ass shit. That punk nigga's always here listening like a fucking roach. He's always here.
But it's you and I talking, sir. It's you and I talking. And this is how you sorry motherfuckers have to do. Well, what about this right here? Or what about this person over here? Just to make your goddamn self feel good. Nigga, realize that you're a sad individual.
I'm making a comparison. I told you, I'm not a nigger. I'm a black man. And I do make comparisons. I'm not a nigger. I'm a black man. Okay? I actually resent that, calling me a nigger. I'm not a nigger on the street calling a hole in my dick, smoking a blunt, drinking beer, and with gold teeth. With gold teeth in my mouth.
Here we go.
Here we go. What?
No, of course not. Because you in the white boy party sniffing cocaine in the kitchen, you piece of shit. You hanging out with white women, having sex with German women, sniffing cocaine.
So what? Tyrone was in German for
motherfuckers in the corner, but your
Tyrone's black southern ass was in German for 8 years. What do you think he was doing over there? He was getting white pussy with his black ass. You know, that's what he was doing over there. Fucking on Fraulines and shit. You know, so any nigga gonna be in 8 or 6 years, this nigga Tyrone with his black southern ass. He's running on the beach with a Speedo on, with his ass cheeks hanging out down in Mexico, and going, and putting grapeseed oil on his black ass. You need to.
So see now, do you feel better now that you said all that?
Well, I'm also running the beach with my ass cheeks hanging out in Mexico.
you feel better now?
Video of that. No, that's what she did, man. It's public knowledge, and post the shit. Nigga running the beach, in a thong. What kind of shit is that, man? That's some gay ass shit.
Well,
I think you're down low anyway, to be honest.
We've had this conversation a couple of times, and obviously, I reminded you that I don't know who the fuck you looking at on the internet, but it wasn't me. So whatever men you're watching on the internet in thongs and riding around in your goddamn car naked and talking to Sarge about sodomy. Don't involve me in that shit. That is not me. Okay, so keep looking at your videos because obviously that's what you want to do because you want to remind the whole goddamn world that you watch men with baby oil on them in thongs on the internet. So I don't know who the fuck you looking at. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not me. So I don't know who the fuck
I have a question. Okay, Tyrone. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have a question. Have you ever taken a Have you ever taken a vacation down in Mexico in the last 7 years?
No, I ain't been on a vacation to Mexico.
You lying motherfucker. You lying piece of shit. You were down there. I hate liars like you.
What black man did you know video you've been looking at in Mexico?
No, you posted it, Tyrone. You were in Mexico on vacation. I think about 5 years ago.
You was following him too on his trip.
No, he posted it. He posted a video.
Did you catch a flight there too?
Nah,
following him?
No, he posted shit. He was talking about grapeseed oil or some oil. He was
so you watching all his videos, detailed and all that shit?
Yeah, he did, Tyrone. He think he's lying now. I didn't know he was a liar, Tyrone. You were in Mexico, nigga. I remember it. You were Riviera, Mexico, on the eastern coast. That was so black. I know you're a black ass. You probably have Vaseline on your face. Because they put Vaseline on your face, them southern niggas and shit.
So you seen my face before?
Yeah, you were in Mexico and you taped yourself down there. You know, so stop with the fuck shit.
All right. Well, like I said, I don't know who you looking at on the internet in thongs, but it's not me. So if that's what the fuck you want to do, is look at some fucking men on the internet in thongs. Stop trying to relate that shit to me. Okay.
So you saying are you saying you've never been to Mexico? Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to Mexico.
Never. You lying, motherfucker. You such a liar, boy. You lying, man. I wish I'd come down and choke you out down there in Myrtle Beach.
But he was, and you was watching the video detail where he was at, his hotel room.
I went to Moxalan, Mexico.
What's that at?
But you know,
the whole you admit it.
Up, nigga. That whole shit about you looking at somebody in thongs, that is a fantasy of yours in your head. And for some reason, you're dreaming about. Shut the fuck up. You're dreaming about black men, booty cheeks, and thongs for some goddamn reason, and trying to relate it to me, which makes me feel weird. Like you fantasizing some crazy shit about Tyrone, which is another strange level to your existence on this goddamn phone. You're just a weird dude, man.
So you admit you were in Mexico.
The same guy that was driving around California butt naked looking for women.
Girlfriend. I had my woman was with me, bro. But now he's
was out there looking for women.
Bitch, everybody on this phone know I went to goddamn Mexico. Everybody on this phone know that I went to on a goddamn couple of cruises. What the fuck is your point?
And did you post yourself on a beach in Mexico?
No, I didn't post myself on no goddamn beach.
Oh, shit, man. This nigga was running on the beach like a Kansas City faggot with his ass cheeks flopping everywhere.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if I took any damn pictures, but I don't know what the fuck.
You did. You were on the beach running around, and you had more ass than the motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion up there on the beach.
Let's pause right there for a minute, guys. Do y'all realize what his last statement said? He looked at a man on the internet and seen more ass than Megan Thee Stallion. There's something wrong with you, dude.
That's telling a lot. That's telling a
lot. This nigga's a liar, man.
That's what you just said.
It was Tyrone. And he had rubber stuff.
You just said you seen some man on the internet with more ass than Megan Thee Stallion. That's what the hell you just said, Greg. Now tell me you didn't say that.
Hey, yeah, he put oil on himself, grapeseed oil, and shit all over himself. And I was like, what the fuck? It was like something like a weird movie, you know? But it was him. It was Tyrone running around on a Mexican beach. Yeah.
I don't know who the hell you were looking at, but it was not Tyrone. And I'm just going to ask you to do me a favor right now because I feel violated. Could you please stop making these sexual innuendos towards me, sir, on the internet? I feel harassed. I feel sexually harassed. Can you not do that?
Well, what I don't like is first you lied about being in Mexico. Then he admits he was in Mexico. So, I mean, I should tell you right there, this guy has no credibility. You know, no credibility at all.
Okay.
I mean, he says I've never been to Mexico. And he says, no, I was in Mexico. So, I mean, what the fuck is it, man? He posted some shit on his channel about him being in Mexico. He was shining bright, had all kind of oil. You used to have a channel for the show. You took it down. I don't know why. You had some advertisement on there. The channel sucked anyway. It was you, man. It was your black Southern ass. Then you lie about the shit. Just say, hey, it was me, man. I was having a good time. I was on the beach. I was frolicking in the water. Probably some gay-ass beach anyway, you down there. So fucking faggoty ass. But that's your own, your own shit. You know? What?
Well, try not to use the word, what you just used.
See? There you go. But you can call me any kind of N-words, MF words.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to be aware of what, what's triggering these things. So I know, I cuss your ass out, you cuss me out, but I know that's one word that, that they kind of try to watch out for,
So what word is worse, the N-word or the F-word? Aren't they
F-word.
Similar? Is that the same as the N-word? Which one holds more weight?
I don't know that. I mean, everybody on the internet using the damn N-word, so they allow that. But if you say the F-word, then you might be in some trouble. I don't know. Don't ask me the damn formula behind this shit. I don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't like using that word, man. What about H-word? Can I say that?
Run up in Mama's boy, though. He wanted to run up
Where
in
the hell is Yahshua? We need Yahshua on here, man.
No, I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. You ain't got no proof, nigga. Come on with some proof, all right? Come on with some proof, Tony.
Tony, gotta get Yahshua on here.
Tony was talking about putting hands. Tony was talking about putting hands on a nigga, throwing a woman on Interstate 10 freeway in a wheelchair. Those are words that came out of Tony's mouth.
Tony who?
Right?
Tony Danza?
This nigga talking.
He's talking to Anthony. He calling him Tony.
Yeah, that's his name, Tony.
Making up shit.
You didn't say I'll put hands on somebody. You denying you said that?
Maybe he put you on the highway and you survived.
Huh? Tony,
Greg, seriously though, Greg, I got a question to ask you, and this has been the whole time you've been talking.
What?
But do you have stuff in your mouth when you're talking? Why do you talk like you got a mouthful of something in your mouth?
I'm kind of laying down. I'm watching this. I'm watching this.
You sound like that every time. Listen, he got cotton balls.
I'm actually laying down. I'm getting tired. I'm watching this vote right now.
You sound like the Godfather. You sound like you got some shit.
You laying down under the car, right? With your elbows out.
No.
You sound like you always got something in your mouth, man. What the fuck?
I be laying down.
He got both of his hands not on his hips, but on his head, and his elbows are sticking out right under the car. Come on.
You sound like you got some fat. Is your jaws fat? Like you got big fat jaws?
No, I'm slender.
Got fat jaws, all right.
You don't see many fat construction workers. Maybe down south.
Why don't you listen? Why don't you do this right here? Why don't you just go ahead and share a photograph of how you look? So we can share it with Talk. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Well,
shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. I don't listen. I'm trying to give you. Listen. Go to the fucking photographer to get you a portrait photo. Take your time.
Why?
Pay some money. Shut the fuck up. Pay some money. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Take some time. Pay some money. Take a picture.
Yeah.
So people can actually see who they're interacting with, and you can email it to talkrealsolutions@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That ain't hard to damn remember. And I will share it. Shut the fuck up.
It might make you. I'll tell you why I don't want to do it.
Listen, why y'all always cut me off? I will
because
share it. Shut the fuck up.
It might make you gay. It might make you gay. That's why I don't want to do it.
I don't understand you because you sound like you got shit in your jaws. But share it with the damn people, and then I will share it with the people, and they can see whether or not you got shit in your jaws or not. Why don't you do that?
Yeah. Shitty jaws. We're going to call them shitty. Hold on. We're going to call them shitty jaws.
For one, Tyrone.
Listen, not only shitty draws, but shitty jaws.
Tyrone, I don't want you jacking off my picture, Tyrone.
Why you got to go with some gay shit, man? Listen, nobody talking about that.
This dude, man.
I just listen, nigga. Listen, I just told you that I want to share it with the people. Because you've been calling in here all these years, people have been calling you white. They've been calling you compromised.
You want the picture?
Shut the fuck up. They've been calling you. You told us you ride around in your car naked. It sounds like you got fat jaws. I don't know what the hell going on with you. So all I'm saying, so the people can see who the hell Greg really is. Then just share the damn photo. Shut the fuck up, and I'll share it with the people. and people can see how the hell you look. All right.
Hey, Juan, they just did the vote. You just speak
Yeah, he had to. They had to do something. They were gonna keep playing this game. I mean, come on. You know.
I'm actually glad he won. He's more of a moderate. They might get something done. You never know.
You know,
They
you go
ain't gonna
sucking
get
that white
shit
man dick
done.
again. You go straight back to sucking his balls.
What you be
This
sucking
motherfucker's
Biden's
gonna
balls
hold shit
every
up.
night?
He's gonna be talking shit. He's gonna be acting like Trump Jr. That's all.
You know
that's
what'd
all.
be
They
funny?
don't
You know
have.
what'd be
Listen,
funny, Jay?
they have no weight in the game, man.
You know what'd be funny is if he get this speakership right and he renege on all them promises he made to get this shit. That would be.
Well, you know he'll
fuck.
be out of there in 2 years. He'll be out of there in 2 years.
That would
I'm
be
actually
funny
glad
as
he
shit.
won.
Yeah, they can get him out of there. It's easy right now. They got him. He's on ice right now. He has
but
to maneuver.
it's going to take 218 votes to get him out of there.
No,
Okay?
nigga. See,
I
this is
don't
why
know
I say you
about
don't
that.
pay.
I don't know
Listen.
about that.
Nancy Pelosi got rid of the rule for one House member to vacate the speaker. So what that means is one member can actually call a damn vote to get rid of the speaker. She got rid of that.
Right.
What these fucking right wing people did before they got his vote, before he got their vote, was he had to put that back in place that he could be vacated with one member of the House. So whenever you say he gonna last 2 years, all it's gonna take is a week for somebody to be pissed off for him
Look at
to
that.
hold a
I didn't
goddamn
even know
vote
that.
and kick his ass out.
Wow.
So he's agreeing to that shit. Do you understand
So
that?
he's really on eggshells, not on ice. He's on eggshells.
Yeah. So the motion to vacate by one member is one of the deals that he actually agreed to become.
Right. So that's why now. So he basically put himself in like a prison. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He's
See,
gonna have to deal with. But like you said,
that's why I say Greg and them, they don't be following politics. They don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Dumb son of a bitches. They want to listen to Sarge scream all night. I'm a constitutionalist. I know the Constitution. And all that dumb shit that he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
yeah, this shit is a mess, man. It took them a whole week to do this. Like, y'all could have got this shit done before Christmas. That shows this organization, they're not going to be organized as we move forward. You're going to see 2 years of stale shit and a lot of arguments and
These
stupid
bullshit
shit.
investigations about Hunter Biden's laptop and all that kind of dumb shit instead of getting the work of the people done, man. It's going to be a fucking clusterfuck. The way they started is the way they're going to fucking govern.
Yeah. I mean, look at you, like you said, the way they started is the way they end, right? And they started bad. I mean, they couldn't get this shit done. Like, it's common sense. These people are supposed to be professional, right? So you plan ahead. Says, listen, we already have a bad reputation. We looking like idiots. Let's make sure that we got this shit in play right before the new year. So we come in looking good. And all the arguments that they had now could have been had before. But it goes to show you, this organization, they're not organized like that. They're not. You're going to see a lot of bullshit. And again, it shows you that these white people that think that, people think that they're professional and they're, prim and proper and perfect. Bro, they totally the opposite. They disasters walking.
Yeah, it's always been that way, Jay. Like I said, the Republicans, they talk real
That shit is a
big.
facade.
Yeah, they talk real big and all this kind of stuff, but they really don't know. I mean, and I'm saying it's almost like the conversation that me and Greg is having right now. Greg, I think that he speaks better than I do. He's more articulate. He's more wordy, but he's a goddamn idiot, and he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then I may stumble on my words and all this kind of stuff, but I can think. I'm an intellectual, but it might take me a little time to get there. But Greg is a dummy compared to me. And I ain't bragging about myself, but Greg is a goddamn idiot. And then all I have to do is, just sit down for a little bit and think about it and scratch my head. I can figure it out. But that's just the way the Republicans are. Is they look good, they sound good, they got all these damn media outlets that looks professional, But when you pull back the fucking covers, they're a bunch of fucking idiots. That's what the fuck they are. They can't govern, man.
Hey, they definitely not gonna govern now.
No.
Nah, man, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. We getting ready to put up with. We getting ready to see some real shit now.
This is a damn.
Well, you gotta remember, just like Mansion, like the grandstand, they got a whole, mini crew of people who like the grandstand, like Matt Gaetz. He was the one holding it up. He the one reason why he didn't get it on the 14th vote. So they gonna be holding him up all the time on everything, bro. It's look. Somebody gonna vote that motherfucker out first fucking day. Somebody gonna offer up a vote to vote.
If he leave them rules in place, but that was the promises that was made. That's what I heard today. The motion to vacate. They had brought that back up again. So if he did that, then he fucked his damn self.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
And I hope they go up there and just fuck up.
Oh, please.
I hope they.
Well, Tyrone, you can already see the fuck up. You can see it. I mean, you can pretty much predict by what this 15 votes, right? Days and days, a whole week of this shit. Okay, so you can imagine when it come up to like some regular old shit, somebody's gonna want to grandstand.
And think about their whole goddamn agenda of tearing Nancy Pelosi down. But Nancy Pelosi, this shit would not. Nancy Pelosi had her shit in order. You didn't fuck with that damn woman. She had her shit together, and she knew the votes that she was going to get, or else you wouldn't even hear about it. She wouldn't even bring up no shit if it won't gonna pass. But this motherfucker.
I mean, this is a display, bro. This is a display of what you get when you put the Republicans in office. This is what you get, and this is what we gonna have for the next 2 years. I'm telling you, nothing gonna get done. They barely gonna get an agreement on the debt ceiling, and it's gonna be off to Christmas. Ain't nobody gonna do shit.
But you absolutely right, and it's a result of not holding these people accountable. They're allowing these extremists to
run their shit.
People, they're allowing them to be in charge, man. And then you got dumbasses like Greg. Ooh, I think McCarthy is a moderate. And what about Scalise? What about them motherfuckers is disqualified? Well, let's talk about that. And why they ain't being held accountable? Now, white people get away with murder in this damn country, boy. Literally.
Man, that fool was literally begging Gates to change his vote. It was crazy. It almost
like
got into a fight.
Did you see what they were about
somebody
to fight?
Almost got to fight up there. Hey, them niggers up there about to get in a fight.
Yeah, all of them, the ratchet ass motherfuckers. And that dude,
got elected.
The thing with McCarthy is how even Paul Ryan, John Boehner, Nancy Pelosi, Newt Gingrich, all those House speakers had to go through different committees and chambers and all this kind of bullshit. But this guy right here, he just shot straight to the top without even fucking doing any goddamn work. I was really crossing my fingers hoping that they would fuck up and accidentally allow Jeffries to allow King Jeffries to get it. That would have been the icing on the cake for me.
I should be screaming Russia right now for USA.
Well, we're gonna see because without I don't like it, but without spending money on foreign countries and stuff like that, then I don't know. They said they're gonna hold money back from the Ukraine and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, but then where that money goes, it never comes to us. Think about it.
No,
where that money's gonna go?
No, because there was a big report just came out. Just Google it. Ronald McDonald, the head of the RNC, and all of that money. She's worse than Trump. Go look at all the money that she's been wasting that she collected at the RNC. Now I don't know why the fuck the media ain't talking about it, but these people that collect our taxpayer money and donations, they spend it on lavish outings, jet planes, parties, dinners, all that shit. So Ronald McDaniel right now is in the headline about wasting the RNC's money on bullshit, buying shit like expensive ass flowers and bouquets and all that kind of shit, going to spas and all of that. But I don't know why the fuck people don't call that shit out. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the Democrats is just as goddamn wasteful.
Right. That's why they don't change the rules.
Yeah.
Because everybody getting something.
Why you guys so enamored of motherfuckers who walk and goose step like some kind of bunch of goddamn stormtroopers? Why do you love that shit so much? Is it because you're so fascistically inclined? Now, wait a minute. Now, look, I just got started. I came in when nobody was speaking.
No, don't start.
I waited for a long. I expect to speak.
Don't come in here like that, because your ass will leave fast. Hang up.
Goddamn it. You're always interrupting, motherfucker. Shut up.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You loser. You a piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Get low down, motherfucker.
Hang up, you bitch. Hang up, you bitch. Hang up, you bitch. Hang up, you bitch.
Okay,
hang up, you bitch. You Trump, get off fucking Trump.
Okay, well, let me just say that YouTube, I'm ending the damn stream right now because it sounds like it's getting ready to get crazy. So I'm closing YouTube. Y'all can call in.